Tozo tambula neti na filma, tozo kipeba elo kote, tozo bossa na batata, they represent Africa till the dead are fly. In the zone there is no runner-up, you got people tell them to shut up. Breathe the man for the leader, cause everything is just under control. Turn on the radio, come on my people, let's go. Pista, tozo banda mwa fanatika, epe kisami elo kote mama yaka kubina to seka muke. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good. Welcome to the club. What a night. One of those nights, you know. I was asking my computer to do too many things. I was editing a video and transcoding it at the same time, live streaming. Very bad idea. At least I tried. There you go. Now I see everything. Welcome to Club Shada episode 60. 160. Crazy. Episode 60. Wow. It's a beautiful thing. I hope everybody's fine. Everybody's in good spirits. Everybody is having a great Wednesday night. If you are before midnight or Thursday morning like us. Well, you know, a thing that I used to say all the time is it's the same day until I fall asleep. So to me, it's still Wednesday night, but you know how they say. So I hope everybody's fine. Fabiana, what did just happen? This live today. Why is Photoshop open? Wait. I lost my window. I don't see myself anymore. Where's the view? Okay, I'm still here. But I lost the main screen. Which means I don't see myself. I know you see me, but I like to see myself. Okay, it's fine. Let me clean my desktop. There's too much stuff in my desktop. Too many windows open. I need WhatsApp, bye. I don't need the notes, bye. And I still don't see. Okay. Let me go to Ecamm. All right, window. Bring all the front, orange in front. Camera effects. Comments and reaction. I see that. Interview. Main window. Where's the main window? Oh, there it is. Damn it. I got to talk to this guy. The program has been acting. Anyway, Fabiana. Good evening. I hope you're fine. CV Beats. What up, bro? How you doing? Hey, Queen Julie. How are you? What it do? Rosa. AJ, what up? I see that your president in Ivory Coast has been doing a 99%. Africa. Bruno, what up, brother? How are you? You good? Listen, no comments. We're gonna talk about all this. This show, in case you don't know, is brought to you by shadaware.com. Go to shadaware.com and get yourself a t-shirt. You deserve it. And I want to thank whoever after last show bought like 4 or 5 items from the store on shadaware.com. Somebody bought like 5 t-shirts. Somebody in Canada. I don't know if it's somebody who watched the show or if it's somebody who
had nothing to do with it, or maybe somebody who saw something on Instagram, but I'm still thankful. I think the distortion that you were hearing was probably because of the everything I had running in the background. I don't know why. I just invented something. I just decided to do some shit, and like the computer was like, "Yo, what you think you're doing?" So everything started cracking up. But I think it's fine now. Listen, this election is something, huh? It's listen, bad things I could, but at the same time, you have to be admirative of how these guy. I don't know if you saw the documentary about Trump in the U.S. in Netflix, sorry, where they are here and talking about all the things that he did and how and everything he achieved and how he achieved it, how he achieved them. He's always been extra, and he's always been a guy who's on the verge of and he doesn't care about the truth as long as the deal is done. It's something that he's always done, and look where he brought him. The guy became president of the so-called leader of the free world. So I mean, hey, you have to give it to him. He's good, and in a country, the fact that he became president itself shows you that it's really that country that reached a certain level. It's a country where a guy like Kanye West can believe that he can become president. It's a country where, a guy who's been in business forever, who's been playboy or whatever, etc., and has been known for a lot of his antics, could, by being extra and being super negative and being super divisive and just, working with whoever is good or bad, evil, he doesn't care as long as he can take him where he is. Took his whole family, put them inside the office, his daughter, his son, his brother, his son-in-law, all of them. He just took them and created a kleptocracy. Kleptocracy, I think it's called. Where you put your family in power. In the same country that is the leader of the Occident, who point fingers every day on African countries, Arab countries, and China and the rest of the Asian countries that are dictatorships, like they say, where you have countries where after you it's your son, after your son it's somebody from your family, or those countries where people are putting their whole family in power, like they just lock the government only with the family and their kids. And okay, when it happens in Africa, us Africans, we're like, okay, we're used to it. But when you see it happen in America and nobody's saying nothing, and you got like somebody, because he's a president, he just decided to put his daughter near him everywhere and put her in all, like, and she doesn't have the accreditations and stuff, and like, it would be like me just deciding that I'm gonna just go with my father at the Senate in Congo and just sit down there and be here and taking the shots. And then when it happens in Africa, I guess people are trying to change this. People are trying to make it something different. I disagree that the fact that everybody's trying to make it become like in Occident, because those rules were not made for us. We have to to do something that is for us. But when it happens in America and everybody is just watching, and half of the people in America believe it's normal, that's when you're like, yo. And when you have, I was tweeting earlier that you have people, you have civil unrest and people in the streets now trying to, people with guns that are now starting to be angry about the fact that their leader has not won yet. And as an African, I can only laugh. As somebody from African descent who've seen in France, like I've been seeing CNN and all these countries depict Africa in a certain way all my life. And yeah, finding one place where there's some fighting or some fire or some one person died in a riot or something because of the elections, and yeah, they start playing this in heavy rotation in their own network until, yeah, everybody in the world, including Africans of the diaspora, are looking at their countries like, yeah, it's always unfair, like elections never work and whatever. But then it happens on your soil. It happened in your own country. I mean, it's sad for the accidents, and I mean, I hope they will get themselves together. But at the same time, it makes me laugh a little bit to see the karma of, look at this country who was supposed to be a great country, who was supposed to be the free world, the leader of the free world. And look at that. You got one guy who's been able to defy democracy and corrupt it single-handedly, and strangely have become the messiah for a whole party that are following him in his things because he works. Because the real thing here is not that one guy is doing it. There's always going to be guys doing it. The problem here is that he works. My guy here had half of the country voting for him. So it works. No matter how much. Listen, in France, all governments have to lie about some stuff. Some stuff have to be secret. That's why you have secret services. Some threats have to be kept secret. Some tractations between countries and between. Yeah, you got spies, you got secret agents. Some stuff have to be kept under wrap for the people to stay just safe, right? But I don't think if the French president came and lied about the number of stuff that this president lied about, I don't think he would be able to govern yet. So, and same for a lot of these countries. And now in America, in the United States of America, you got a guy who's been there, like, not only lying, but it's not really the lying, it's the not acting presidential. First of all, you should have used your own Twitter, the presidential Twitter, POTUS, right? And not your own. But you are thinking so much of your own brand and your own money and all your thing that you are just making everything you can to gain, and it's very narcissistic. And you, like, a president shouldn't be tweeting all day. I mean, I don't know. I understand these are different times, but I think the way people in outside of the U.S. used to see the U.S. because of all the good and the bad that they did in all around the world, and also how much they knew how to do a propaganda through movies, the westerns, the superhero movies, and showing that, yeah, the alpha white male is always the hero, and he's American and he speaks English. This had a whole generation, including mine, dream about America. It was the land of opportunities and etc. We all dreamed to live there or to be Americans or to call ourselves Jack. Back when we were 13, because all the superhero movies, all the TV series, Supercopter, the 1 Billion Man, etc., it was all American. And it was American culture being exported and to us. Fast forward to 2020, the world has completely changed, and I think, I don't know if it's this president or if it's just the whole country, but as an Afro-Occidental, if I can say, yeah, listen, the dreams I had about this country when I was a kid or growing up, they're all gone. As I'm like back in the days, I could have said, oh yeah, like a bunch of people, let me go live in New York or Miami or Los Angeles and get rich there. But when I see what it has become, and when I see the posture that they have against everybody else, the whole world, especially behind this leader, this country has a different taste, if I could say taste. I don't know. See what I mean? Big up to the 100 people who have been already watching us. Don't forget to leave a like. Let me say hi to everybody that's here. Lol. No, I just wanted to put this. I was just a shirt thing. Was the after party? Well, ain't you mixing live tonight after this? What it do, Tatiana? How are you? Hey, Dalia, how are you? When are you coming to my show? Just asking. About the elections, I really miss these Obama years. That's the America I love. The American truth is not the real America. It's the America we don't want to see anymore. I don't know if it is the real America. I don't think Obama was perfect as a president. He was still serving the idealist imperialism of America. But as a human being, I gotta agree that he was cool. He was presidential. He was respectful of his enemies as much as his friends, which is what a president should be. I understand that you are combative when you are trying to win, but once you become the president, you're supposed to be the president of all Americans or all French or all your constituents, right? Because you serve the people. In here, yeah, like this one, nah. But hey, it is what it is. What you want me to say? What up, DJ Gellas? Did you vote? Are you the one who gave them Florida? Tell the truth. Lol, it's just a white jacket. What's wrong with you guys? Why are you talking like if I'm always dressed like a bum? It's just, can't I dress for you guys from time to time? Shit. What it do, Gilberto? just, yeah, just sometimes you have to put some pressure on all these guys, show them a little bit of Congolese pretty boy. You know how we do. Merci beaucoup. See, they appreciate it. I also think, but at least they were, with presidents like Reagan, with Obama, they knew how to pose in a way that made people feel like they were their allies, and you felt respected. Soon as he got in, he started talking about Africa as shitty countries. He started like speaking the mind of what a lot of the Americans think, because what people don't understand is that America is not New York City or South Beach or Los Angeles. America is a bunch of different states, and there's a lot of ignorance out there, like in a lot of countries. But it's not because it's the richest and most powerful country in the world that the people who are inside are. There's a bunch of crazy people in there. I mean, like everywhere in the world, but it's just that what I'm saying is that they find a way through the propaganda, through Rocky, Rambo, Superman, Spider-Man, etc., and all the movies they did to make people believe that, yeah, they're the good guys. They're the good guys. They're the savior of humanity. They're the savior. Like, listen, aliens come, Americans find a way on 4th of July, etc., and they are very good with the symbolism and the propaganda and a lot of these, the way they exported their culture these last 50 years after the Cold War or after the Second World War, made them have this image. And I believe that it was good for them to have this image, and that the stance they have now, I don't know. A lot of other countries are going to try to position themselves now. It's not going to be France. They're too small. It's not going to be Europe, because Europe has always been at war with each other, and they're disorganized and not united. But maybe China, maybe some other countries will start to, try to move the center of the earth in another place. And we'll see. Nice. Indeed, brother. Indeed. Listen. So you're in Georgia, huh? You are the guys who are holding those 6 votes. Come on, man. You know the Congolese, huh? Thank you. It's not every day that people wear a white jacket. Comprendre biso. You pay. No, I wear a jacket. Oh yeah, I wear a white jacket all the time. It's just, It was always some propaganda. Good versus evil, cowboy versus Indian, capitalism versus communism. They are the best at selling the idealism. Preach, bro. That's crazy. Kizomba versus Urban Keys. Like, I'm joking. No, that's true. I completely agree. It's they know how to use that, and the rest of Occident have used all this for a long time to control the mind of a lot of people into some binary wars and some binary thinking that made them be able to make a lot of moves to control the world. And where I believe that he's gonna be destructive to this country is that he made a lot of the friends of the US become skeptical of that friendship, because he went from the unilateralism to the multilateralism, and now a lot of these people, they understand that they're on their own. Like Europe is starting to say to itself, yo, we have to be careful, because these guys are actually not with us. They are trying to just stay the number one. And it's crazy. What up, Tom? Comment ça va? So let me see. Yeah, yesterday night I was just watching the results, and yeah, it was right. Election results live. Let me see what's going on. That's crazy. Okay, still 264 to 214. Who knows? How did I end up on Fox News? Anyway, it's yeah, that's the one for now. That's the new one. That's the new one. But when you think about it, this one is not a new one. This one has been around for a long time, I believe. There we are. Boom. Yeah, this one is like part 5, but yeah, from time to time both part have been using it in their spheres of influence to try to control the world. Because me, I'm not a fool with all this. I understand that all this is about controlling the world and controlling the world's resources. Nothing less, nothing more. So once you are the one who controls the narrative and write history, you are the one who control everything. And for a long time, they have been there, and they are trying to stay there, but this guy is not helping them. And I mean, we'll see long term where it takes this country, because it's really now a question of lack of nuance. To me, he created, he didn't create it, but there's always been, I think, two Americas, but there was people were still talking between each other, and then it just became crazy. Now this really a divided country. After 4 years, it just became crazy. And those two sides, they now hate each other, and they forget that they are the same country, and they are supposed to be the people from the same country, of the same nationality. And that's scary. That's scary to watch, because at a point when you are not together as one, that's when you can be attacked because you are too distracted by the rest of the shit. That's where you can be attacked by other forces that are as strong as you. So, good luck with that. Yep, indeed, that's crazy. The division is, and division as you know, this guy has been exacerbating the divisions and the hate between the different groups, and I think that the stability of that country also lies in the fact that all these different groups tolerate themselves, and now they're all parading with their guns. So I don't think that this could go civil war, but it's complicated because it could actually it could go far if the federal government doesn't take the right measures to prevent those people to put even more fire in the oil. And let's see. What is your take on political correctness? Further your question, because when you say political correctness, are you talking about the fact that everybody's trying to prevent people from calling things for what they are? If it is this, I think it's stupid, and it's like hiding all your problems under the carpet. I believe that you should call things for what they are, as long as you are respectful, and that you cannot, like, for example, to give you an example, now when you go to Disney Plus, in front of a lot of cartoons where you have Indians portrayed with the red skin and stuff like that, you have a message that's saying, those were things from back then and we changed and etc. And I'm like, yeah, we know. We know that this was made in the 50s. And we understand that the way the Indians are portrayed in Peter Pan, we understand that these are not your values today. But what you're going to do, you're going to start censoring everything and changing stuff. And you're going to start changing the name of some movies, changing the name of some people. Like, let history be history. And you cannot, it's my problem with the people from 2020. The people from 2020, they love to judge the things that from 100 years ago, 50 years ago, 30 years ago. They love to judge and watch everything that happened in the past with the lens of 2020, when the people who are 20 and 30 in 2020, back in the 80s, they don't understand that. I'm not gonna say the rules were different, but the society was different. A lot of things that we accept today was not accepted, and it's good. And a lot of things that we accept today was not accepted, and it's bad. And a lot of things that we didn't accept back then, we think it's normal today. A lot of things a lot of things was shocking, or a lot of things you had to do some crazy stuff just to see a vagina in a magazine. You had to go to the kiosk. You had to send at 15 years old, you had to find the guy with the mustache and take a deep voice and, yeah, I want a Playboy, please, or Penthouse. You had to go through a lot of hoops, stay in front of the things, and sometimes they even knew that you were not of age, but they didn't care as long as you paid, whatever. But you had to, and it was not viewed as something normal. And as kids, we knew, and yeah, we understood that it was an exceptional moment to find it and go to the toilet and whatever. My son is 17 and he just turned on his phone and he just types anything on Google and it's there. It's all there. So to a lot of, and it's creating a complete variant of the people of today. Those that will be 30 in 10 years, they already have seen everything that the internet can offer in terms of sexual position, and all types of groups of types of porn that you are trying to see. And for them, it's normal. For them, twerking is normal. For them, yeah, watching people that you love on Instagram post nice photos, and then when they create their OnlyFans, go pay and see the sexier photos of these people. And for them, it's normal. And for the society of today, it is normal. But for me at 20 years old, it was not normal. And it would even have been a scandal, a national scandal, if whatever actress that we know or whatever person that was popular for whatever reason also had a sex tape. And today, like, you could not have today a Kim Kardashian because of a sex tape, because everybody has an OnlyFans now. And even the job of being an influencer and being famous on Instagram or other, just because you amass followers for whatever reason, didn't even exist back then. You needed to have the media. You see what I mean? And now they're here. There she is. Huh? Girls like you are everywhere. Everywhere. But I mean, we enjoy it. It's the voice of corruption. See what I mean? That's the thing here. Is it possible? Is it possible to reverse this? It's not going to take 4 years to reverse this. It's going to take more than that, because the division and the hurt is serious, and a lot of the people are completely brainwashed into thinking a lot of things. And a lot of people are here talking about the land of the Indians like if it was their land for 5,000 years, and that they've been here for generations and generations and generations, and nah 400 years ago, that was the land of the Indians, or whatever amount of years ago, that was the land of the Indians. And you all came from Germany, France, UK, Ireland, and whatever, and then you genocide people to come here. But because these people are not taught this at school, they are taught that they are the greatest nation in the world, They all raise themselves in front of the flag, and there's all this imagery around who they are, that they really believe these things, all of them. And they believe they are the greatest nation. They are the greatest nation on earth. They believe that their society based on consumption is the best society on earth. They believe that their political ways is the best ways on earth. Their justice, that you can, if you have money, you can do a deal with justice. Like, this is crazy. They believe this is the best on earth, and they have their army everywhere, and they believe that it's good for earth. And if you ask some people, they will say, yeah, it's normal. And if you ask others, they will be like, I don't know. And yeah, it's a crazy country. It's a special country. It's a different country. I mean, I love going there, but every time every time I'm there and I see, every time I'm inside of a strip club in the US, I'm like, what a strange country. Like, and the president is swearing on the Bible and etc. And then at the same time, I'm in a strip club around all these naked women. And I'm like, all right. There's a lot of, you see what I mean? There's a lot of contradictions in that country. If you ask them, they'll say yes, but don't know if they know exactly what repercussions. Listen. Another one. Why do you all love the voice of corruption? Are you corrupted? Please use the term Native American instead of Indian. But you see, exactly, this is what we were talking about political correctness. Yeah. And the thing is this, to me, the term Native American, African American, Asian American, like, why can't people just be Americans? Like, it would be so strange in a nice profile picture. It would be so strange in France, for example, to say, oh, I'm Senegalese French, or I'm Congolese French, or I'm native French. What do you mean, you native French? I don't know. To me, and maybe because I'm not American, it sounds very strange for me to say Native American. And the reason why I say I'm not used to saying Native American is just because French is my first language, and in France we just say les Indiens. We don't say les Américains natifs or les Américains originaux. So it's just a introduction in my head. I understand that the political correctness wants you to say Native Americans, but I'm not politically correct. But I'll try, Tricia. Now you come here and you already. I'm not gonna say anything. Make yourself at home. Bro, watch the Playboy documentary. It explains a lot about this country. Listen, don't you remember when everybody was talking about R. Kelly and his cult, and people zeroed in on him for all these things? But I was like, isn't that the same thing as you? What was his name? The creator of Playboy. What's the difference between him and R. Kelly? He was even in a reality show doing the same thing, having 3 girls, living with his three girls. They could all be his granddaughters. Hugh Hefner. And so yeah, what's the difference? Other than the one is in Chicago and but yeah, he was here with his three blonde girls and he's all, you see what I mean? He's all he's harem. So what's the difference between R. Kelly and Hugh Hefner? Hugh Hefner even had a magazine for younger than 18, if I remember well. And the only difference was that, yeah, he was beloved and he created this big magazine that is respected in the whole wide world. But so if R. Kelly also had a magazine, would he have a pass as well as a guy who lives with two women and piss on them? Oh my God. I mean, I'm not defending because I don't think he is defendable, but you see what I mean? For a long time, and probably while he was making a lot of hits and making a lot of money to Sony and different corporations that was working with him, nobody cared that he married Alia when she was 15. Nobody, like, I remember it was a thing back then, but that was like what, 20 years ago? In the 90s, everybody was like, yo, he married Alia and but it seems like it was not a problem back then. And maybe it was something that a lot of them were doing. Who knows? Elvis married a 14 years old, and it seemed to not be a problem for the people back then. So it's very interesting how all of a sudden people wake up and they look in the past and they, yeah, you mute. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's problematic. Well, you know, j'utilise le terme français de souche. Yeah, but those who say that, it's not like everybody in the US say Native American. The people who use français de souche usually are racist in France. I lived in Europe, so I understand where you're coming from. Thank you for your understanding, Miss Tricia. Where did you live? Just a question. What up, L. Adam? What do you do? But let me talk to you about the lack of nuance for me, and why to me it is really becoming the, oh my God, I just saw it. This comment was waiting for me to add it. Question stupide, do you have a sex tape? Oh, hell no. You know, I'm a person that learns from other people, and since I've seen that a lot of these things end up out in the wild, I prefer not having a sex tape with people. I don't know. It's not my thing, but I don't condemn and I don't judge the people who love to film themselves. As I said in a previous episode, new times. Once the cell phone had cameras and we all have cameras in our pockets, we tend to all want to film everything all the time, and a lot of things that used to just be memories are becoming stuff that we just want to film, and people want to film everything, and they don't realize that, when you film sex, yourself during sex, non-professionally, and not in the goal to express yourself, or to be a business. You don't know where it's gonna be when it's gonna slap you in the face in 5 years, 10 years. You might just run for president and boom, and especially if you shoot and you keep, or you shoot and you share with whoever is your partner at that time. You don't know how famous you're gonna become, and how whoever might use it against you. And because my parents are famous, I guess I learned early on to protect, and just to not embarrass my parents. I try to always do the right thing, and I always have them in my mind whenever I do anything. And then I also seen a lot of things from other people just appear on the internet very early on, and I don't want my stuff exposed. I prefer keeping it I like things to be, I like to remember things. I don't need to film them for them to have existed. I'm not saying I never filmed somebody or whatever, or took pictures, but it's not something that I keep, actually. After a point, I'm always like, let me just, I gotta let that is, after a point, I'm just like, let me not keep this, because if I lose access to my computer, or I've seen so many people lose their phone with no code and all their pictures inside, and then, so now, I did receive a lot of things in my life. And I don't usually keep stuff. Younger, I used to keep everything I received. I even had folders with names and classification and stuff. I like things to be organized. So I used to organize everything I received. But at a point, I guess, I just erased everything. Is it? Let me see. What about now? No, what I did was just stupid. There you go. I don't know. It seems to me that because of the white, it is making everything a little darker today. But I don't want to put too much light here. You see, it is recalculating, so. Or I should just put the light on my face, but it's okay. What were we saying? No, there's too much light on my face now. But there you go. Alert if you. What, you don't have folders? Where you keep your stuff? Yeah, you have to put them in folders and organize them as, Tricia, Alexandra, Barbara, whatever's, and then with dates, January, Cancun, Brussels. I'm a guy. Everything that is in my computer has to be super organized. I'm crazy about that. So of course, everybody has to live in their own folder. I'm not gonna put somebody's kitties inside of somebody else's folder. That's disrespectful. You have to keep everybody in their respective, see what I mean? Regine, what up? How are you, Joel? Yeah, but why am I talking about the lack of nuance? Feel free to, talk to me about things, because we're on freestyle tonight. I want after that. I want to test. I want to test that thing. So whoever is not, whoever is not, whoever is well dressed, I want to try the interview feature to see if it works. What? Gelas, don't you want to come and talk to me live? To me, I believe that one of the reasons why Trump arrived so high in the American society and just became president of this powerful and mighty empire, it's also part because of the lack of nuance. I really realized that today it is scary to talk to people online, because people don't understand nuance anymore. People don't understand jokes anymore. Sometimes you tell a joke to somebody, and the people don't really understand the joke, because everybody seems to go online for the wrong reasons. I go online to be entertained, to be informed, and to learn. But a lot of people go online to be pissed about something. A lot of people go online to reinforce their opinions, and then they spend a crazy amount of time looking for people who think the opposite as them or just different, and to fight with them. And it's like, if I think white, I have to go and fight everybody that thinks black. And if I think black, the opposite. And to me, it makes no sense. You see what I mean? To me, it makes no sense. I really believe that wherever you support Trump, or wherever you don't support him, it doesn't mean that everybody that supports him is an idiot or a racist, or everybody has their reason. And it doesn't mean that you cannot talk between each other. It doesn't mean that you cannot sit down and have a conversation and disagree about stuff. And even if you get a little excited and stuff, you don't need to kill each other. But when it comes to the point where people who support different people hate each other in the name of other people, to me it's as stupid as when I see people in my country at home, France, or my country of origin, Congo, dying for elections, dying for because they want people removed from office, and they fight between each other, between partisans, and when somebody dies, whether it would be in Charlotte in the US or in Kinshasa or other, to me it's a waste of a life. You should not have to lose your life for this. You can debate, you can worst case scenario fight, but come on, we are not animals. And social media, and because of the anonymity, because of the idea that you have a pack of wolves behind you that will agree with you, and you can be bullies all together against anybody that you believe is a Trump supporter, or everybody you believe that is not, or anybody that yo, look at this tweet. This is a tweet that I posted. Let me go to my Twitter. This is a tweet that I posted. When did I post that? It's a tweet I posted. Why is Motomoto tweeting, but he's not here with us? Why you're not with us on the live stream? This guy is playing live Steram. So look, that's the internet. You always get carried away. You come for something and you end up doing something else. This is the internet. But look, I gotta tell you a story, Trisha. Hey, finally. Welcome, bro. Aloha. So look at this. I tweeted something funny just a bit ago. When was it? I posted, where is it? Oh yeah, okay. I posted, did Kanye win already? Of course, I'm joking. And look here. So everybody's laughing, blah, 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 blah. Nothing special, right? But then there was a girl, I don't know where she is. I don't find her tweet. But somebody asked me, it was not you. Some girl come from nowhere and ask me, I don't know where she is, but she was like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? And I'm like, so can't we joke anymore? Like, joking disappeared in on the internet. Like, I think people wake up in the morning and they feel empty because they're in lack of dopamine. They're in lack of this feeling of you know the feeling, like they in lack of the adrenaline. So they go to Twitter and they look for a fight. It's like the Fight Club. They're walking around looking at tweets. If they don't find nothing, they will type Trump, or they will type whatever. Or if they are a SJW, they will fight some things to talk about. I don't know if they're part of whatever group. They will find somebody to be angry about, and then there you go. Like, and now they can be in a battle of flames, and they can be extra extreme against other extremes. And when you need, I believe in teaching people. I believe in showing people your opinion without insulting them, and listening to their opinion without calling them stupid. And this is, to me, what is the nuance. Nuance is knowing that between black and white, there's so many shades. There's millions of shades of gray, and everybody is somewhere. Nobody is exactly black, and nobody is exactly white in their opinion. Everybody is somewhere, and their friends are not exactly, your friends who believe the same thing as you are not exactly the same place as you are. You see what I mean? And you really have to understand and to once you understand that, you can have friends, like I do have friends that we completely have a different opinion, like a different opinion. We are really completely opposite of one another politically, but still, whenever we have conversations, it's a conversation where I seek to learn from her complete super left-wing opinion, and she listens to my capitalist views of the world, and we meet in the middle, because this is what conversation is about. But because the world has become this place where everybody is just I mean, I don't know for you, but me, it's exhausting. Like sometimes, like I said before, I'm here I'm here I'm here chilling, and sometimes I'm putting a comment on under something about an iPhone, and then you're gonna have one part of the people who are gonna talk to me, well, Samsung is better, and I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, you want a video about iPhones? What do you think? Like, who pays you? How much money you get? Just tell me how much money you get. Do you get like 5 or 50 cents every time you go to a comment and you say that? Do you get something, or do you get a free phone? Do you get a free phone every year? Oops. Excuse me, microphone. Do you get something or not? If you don't get nothing, so why are you wasting all these precious minutes of your life to do this instead of reading a book, or I don't know, getting a massage, something? Why are you angry? And then I got other people who come to me and talk to me about, stuff that have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And this is better, like, and it makes no sense why. Maybe because our generations are the second generation, or we were born after the Great Wars. Maybe it's part of the human nature. And look, we love seeing people being badass and fighting each other in war movies and Alexander the Great. We love all this. And maybe this is the reason why everybody is going crazy about this, because maybe they are missing this as humans. I don't know. Maybe the human is belligerent by nature. But like, come on. Try to just be, social media should just be entertainment. I don't know. There's a lot of things to learn, and listen. As I told you in another episode, I fell in love in social media without seeing her forever. It ended bad, but hey. I think that's what a lot of people forget, that if you disagree, it's okay to listen and talk. And even if you don't agree, it's still okay to be friends or whatever. For real, bro. For real. I don't understand that today everybody is trying to find a team and fight for that team instead of finding a team and, having conversation with the other team, and sometimes even joining the other team or being in part of two teams. I don't believe that everybody that is voting for Trump is a crazy ass bigot, racist. I don't know. There probably are some, but I don't think half of America is this. And a lot of people, who knows? Although this issue is just because of money and nothing more. Oh, come on. Yeah, well, a lot of people are super sensitive online. Social media should be fun, interactive, and educational. I do agree. One time, Trisha, you posted something. Doc, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I will be waiting. Listen, the only thing I hate is no coffee. You know, one day you posted something and I made a joke, but then I was like, I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know her that much. Like, I know her online. I don't know since when we follow each other, but I mean, I don't know her that much to be posting jokes like that. So you posted a nice picture of you. I don't know if I can find your tweet from nah, you post too much. I'm not gonna find that tweet, but you posted that if one day I disappear and like people are looking for me, like you should we should use this photo of you. And it was a nice photo of you, cute, beautiful as you are, etc. And so I think Marshall Dixon from Kinshasa posted like, yeah, the net I posted in the forest, and me I posted. So I have a joke with my best friend. It's a joke when she tells me, yeah, what if somebody one day, like, what if I disappear and nobody know where I am? And yeah, let's say I've been caught by some bandits and I'm hidden somewhere and they asking for ransom. What would you do? And I have a joke with her, which is, oh, don't worry, I just activate the GPS that I put in your ass. So that's a joke between me and my best friend, right? So when you post that thing, I replied to you, activating anal GPS. And I don't remember what you replied, but then I was like, let me just remove my answer. because I was like, maybe she took it bad, because then I was like, hey, maybe she's we in the Me Too area. So after that, you asked me something, but then I just let you forget it. But it was funny. To me, it made me laugh. But then at the same time, I was like, yo, it's dangerous. Like, yeah, maybe not. You remember? Yeah, it was like, because the way you replied to me, it's too bad that I don't have the tweet in front of me. But when I said activating anal GPS, you were like, what you mean? Like, and in my head I was like, wait a minute, I don't know, because it's Twitter, right? I don't know if she's taking the joke and she knows that I'm joking, or if she's like, who do you think you are to talk about my asshole? And then I was like, let me delete this tweet. Yeah, now I know you have a sense of humor, but that day I was not sure. Sarcasm isn't American strong suit. You think so? I don't know. Jokes have become an offense today because people are more and more isolated and then become depressed and lack social skills. People make people egocentric. Oh, make people egocentric. Yeah, listen, it's social media is actually dangerous. It's really like at the same time, it's a great thing, and at the same time, it's kind of dangerous, because a lot of people believe that life starts and ends on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And other people like me, or the people who were born before having telephones, before having the internet, before having smartphones, people like me who used to write a letter with a pen, not not a stupid pen, like the pen where you take a cartridge of ink, you put it there, you use the thing and you start doing calligraphy and you write très chère Nathalie, and you start writing your whole, like, since we had a fight yesterday. Wait, let me take the voice of corruption. Très chère Nathalie, since we had a fight last night, I cannot sleep anymore. I toss and turn round and round, waiting for the day, the sun to rise, so that I could talk to you on the phone. I cried all night. I promised myself that I wouldn't cry again because of you. But every time we fight, the world stops. It feels like the sun is not gonna rise again. Please forgive me for my words. I love you so much. ... Heart, Edward. Take the perfume. Spray on the letter. Take some vanilla. Put on the thing. Envelope. Put in the mail. Wait for her to receive. Wait for her to reply. Takes a whole week. This is a process. Once she has received your love letter, then all of a sudden, she replies back. Dear Edward, I've been crying since I received your letter. You have no idea how much I love you. Forget the time when I told you that I hate you. I can never hate you. You are the sunshine of my life. You are the moon and the stars. Without you, the night would never be illuminated by the stars. And without you, the day would not be illuminated by the sun, because you are my sun. You are my Julius Caesar. I am your Cleopatra. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you again Wednesday at 8 p.m. in front of the McDonald's at Porte de Clichy. The good old days. But that was years ago. Today it's a completely different thing. Today, you're in a club, you're looking at this girl, she's looking at you, you never talk to her, she never talks to you, but yeah, she's peeping, you peeping, blah, and then she doesn't say nothing, and then you never talk, but she's seen you, you've seen her, she's seen that you've seen her, and you know that she was looking at you. She even smiled at a point when you left the club, and you look at her direction and you smile, and then nothing else happens. And then once you take your Uber, you arrive home, and once you are at home, you realize that on your Instagram feed, somebody liked your latest 20 photos. And you're like, interesting. So you look at the profile. You know who it is? The girl. So you go like 3 or 4 photos, right? And you even put a comment under one photo, like you put an emoji that says under one photo. And then she sends you a private message. Hello, you. And you say, hi, you. And boom, pussy pic. This is the world of today. This is the world of today. So the nuance has disappeared from and it's crazy how I remember me and my very, very first girlfriend. So that was, for those who are old enough, that was in 92, my first girlfriend, right? When she was in the West Indies and I was in Kinshasa, and we were both on holiday. She was with her mom in Martinique, and I was with my family in Kinshasa, Congo. from the moment I would send her, you have to do a voice with the sound of corruption. I have one, it's called telephone. So by the time I write her a letter, a long letter, because I miss her, I'm in the other side of the world, she's there in the West Indies, I'm here in Africa. By the time I send the letter goes with all the letters from my dad, from the embassy of Congo, and the people from the protocol. They take all the letters. So they take the letters from Congo. From Congo, it goes straight to Paris. Then from Paris, the guy from the embassy now puts it in the post office. In the post office, it now takes its way until Martinique. And the process from the moment I write the letter to the moment it arrives in her hand would take 2 weeks. So now, from her to receive, write me a long letter as well, telling me everything, how she missed me, whatever, takes another 2 weeks. So it would take a whole month to have a conversation where I would write like 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, like a whole book for her, and then she would then reply to me the whole thing. I miss you so much, etc., etc. But if by the time I receive her answer, right? This is a whole month from me writing the first word to me receiving the answer. And by the time I'm writing my answer to, oh my God, I can't wait to see you, yeah, I agree that we have to meet, I have to go there, listen, I think I'm gonna come in August, whatever, she has the time to meet another nigga. So by the time I send my second letter, she doesn't reply anymore. And now I'm in the plane going there. And when I arrive, things are strange. But I mean, that's bad luck. But what I'm trying to say with this story, it's back in the days, love used to take its time. Like everything, we used to take the time to understand each other. We used to take the time to have nuance in everything we were saying. We used to take the time to navigate, and nowadays it's, yeah, like you've been saying, Gellas, like same thing with dancing. These chicks wants to go straight to Tarashini on the first step. Exactly. I remember when I used to dance zouk with girls in Paris back in 94, 95, 96. Like, you would start with a normal zouk compa, and then by the time you are, if you are a good dancer and she likes the way, if she likes you or she likes to dance with you, you go until when the music starts being sexier, and then you start doing the sexy move. Then you start, doing the collet serré, all these things. And you would dance with people like for the same person for like 30 minutes. And then even if she gives you her number, you cannot call at 2 a.m. You have to call between 8 a.m. because the dragon, that is her mom, is the one who answers the phone. So you have to announce yourself, you have to speak your best French, etc., etc. That was back then. Nowadays, yeah, you meet, you dance for one dance, you dance the sexier you can, you rub each other, and then, yeah, like, touch each other, whatever, and then, yeah, you got a WhatsApp, or don't worry, I'll have you on Instagram, I'll send you a private message. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, it becomes the microwave love. It becomes a relationship that they start as fast as they finish, the same way as all these conversations, and the same way as all these people who get canceled fast. And people forget about the canceling as fast. It's like you have a whole amount of people who come and attack you, and they try to boot you out of Twitter, and then they celebrate because you turn off your Twitter for a week, and then they celebrate if you lose your job, or they celebrate if you don't get hired as an actor, or if you get fired as a director for anything you said like 15 years ago or whatever, against whatever group or whatever you said that was funny at the time. They want to judge you with the lens of today, and then a week or two later they forgot about everything. So something I tell to people every time they, when I have a friend who accidentally put his dick online, or like recently we had an artist who she she just mistakenly put her thing, her body on the internet. Me, I was like, hey, sis, just take 2 weeks off or a week off, and people will forget. You're going to be the talk of the day for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then people will be on to something else, because people are so fickle in terms of memory, in terms of how they move. They have convictions, but these convictions are convictions on Twitter only, and are convictions that last a week. And depending on what you do, the convictions change, or depending on who is your if you love Cardi B, you love everything she does and you excuse everything she does. If you love Nicki Minaj, you're going to do the same thing. If you love Jay-Z, it's going to be the same thing. Beyonce, whatever, and nobody can say nothing. Nobody can criticize. And you are here like if you were paid for all these defense that you took on people. And me, I'm like, yeah, but I mean, you have the right to have a critical spirit. You have the right to not agree with everything, even if you like somebody. I come here talking to you guys, and I'm always hopeful that the people who don't agree with the people that don't agree with me about anything, I always hope that they tell me I disagree, and it's okay as long as it's not what's the word that I'm looking for? Disrespectful? As long as it's not disrespectful, it's okay. In my opinion, we can completely disagree on every point, and it's a great conversation actually. And disagreeing with somebody is the best way to lay your points on why you think something, and listening to somebody else tell you why they think otherwise, and then meeting in the middle on some points and continue to disagree on other points. And it doesn't mean that you're going to stop respecting each other. But what's happening with the social media and what's happening with the US elections is that people people cannot agree to disagree anymore. If they disagree, they want to kill you. They want you to be destroyed, and they want to call all their friends against you because they don't even have the energy to tell you to have a debate with you. And they don't know how to have a debate without insulting you as well. Listen, go to the streets in a conversation between two strangers in a bar, and just arrive from nowhere and say, "You stupid idiot, I disagree because of this. The person is not going to look at you and say, yes, but me, I think this. The people are going to be like, stupid what? Stupid, bah! This is what's going to happen to you in real life. So why do you act this way on Twitter, a way that you wouldn't on Twitter, on the YouTube comments, on the chats of some pages? Why do you act like this if you're not going to act like this in real life? And this is the problem. This is a real problem with the internet, is the lack of punishment for the way some people act is making them being completely unable to have meaningful conversations. Sometimes I look a video online about anything, iPhones, the elections, anything. And then for a compliment of information, I start reading the comments. What do people think, what they say? And the comment section make me anxious because the level of stupidity I see on people who are adamant about what they are talking about, but anybody who has any type of knowledge about things realize that they don't know what they're talking about. And you look at them and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? And you want to say something, and then you're like, nah. No, I'm like conversations with people who they didn't come here to learn something. They came here to say their little phrase and be extra disrespectful are useless. And because you're gonna have to start your conversation with, bro, you don't need to insult people to have your point come across. You can just tell what you want to tell, and it's okay. Insulting me will not make you more right. Yeah, you stupid idiot. Hide. And yeah, like sometimes I comment on some posts, and sometimes I end up removing my own comment because of the hundreds of people who comment under me if I post something about, I don't know, Jussie Smollett, R. Kelly, or whatever celebrity. And I'm just here on those channels like Lovely Tea or the Empress. Sometimes I just give my opinion, and I'm interested in hearing other people's opinion, but sometimes people just start insulting you because they disagree with you, and I don't understand this generation. I was raised to not insult people, and I would insult people. I would get beaten up, and I didn't do it because to me, in my education, this is not the way you address other people. But this generation is scary. Tell them. There is a beauty in patience. Well, it depends. I do agree. There is a beauty in patience because what you waited has a different taste, of course. What you can have in 2 minutes has no taste. It's a snack. But when you take your time to have something and to do something, of course, there's a beauty in there. What I disagree with is when people create a false patience. Some women just have a certain days that they decide in their head, and I don't believe that it's natural. I believe that there's a beauty in patience as long as the process stays natural. When you feel like when you feel it, you should do it. Just holding your hands. I'm not talking about going further than that, but there's sometimes it is just so natural that it doesn't feel abnormal, that it is faster than it would have been otherwise. But then it has to really be powerful, natural, and true, of course. But yeah, there's a beauty in passions. Yeah, listen, I really believe that what brought the U.S. to its knees for me, in terms of a culture, was that, this whole this whole thing where the whole world, the whole country, people always thought what they thought, but you had people who had a little bit of education who would do the debate for you on TV. Now that everybody's debating like crazy on social media, it created what we see today. This mint tea is nice. Some of the strongest relationships begin with disagreements. I completely agree. And one of my good friends that we talk on the phone all the time now, he started with a disagreement. And then when he realized that I completely assumed my position, we started having the breakfast and a conversation when we talk about that disagreement. And since then, we are best of friends. We really are close friends. And we have long conversations, like every week or every 2 weeks, we have a long 2-hour conversation about subjects, because he's a very intellectual person. I am as well. And we usually disagree on most of the things. Not most, but we disagree on a lot of things. But we or sometimes we agree, but we come from the different part of the thing, and we leave the conversation always richer, both of us, because I think what the real problem is with a lot of people, right? What the problem is with a lot of people is that a lot of people, their problem is not that they don't know how to disagree. It's really that once they disagree, they just become like the horses with the thing to, and they don't want to look everywhere, and they don't want to ask themselves about what the other person think. They don't want to try to understand the other person, and they love to talk to, they love talking to, they love listening to people so they can reply something, instead of listening to people so they can understand, and then after understanding what you are saying, then answering to what you are saying with some things that are intelligent. And right now in the US, most people are just talking on top of each other, and nobody's listening to nobody. People are just here reciting whatever they believe, and that's it. And those who think this way, they just like go far away from this way, and the others are doing exactly the opposite. Mr. Motor Music, finally, you are back. How is moving, brother? I just moved into my new digs over the weekend for yesterday. Not stiffling through the mess. Ooh, I can imagine, brother. Moving is always like, when I move, like, I take a whole month off. Cause then I have to plug everything back. Listen. Last time I moved, 7 years ago or 8 years ago, I was thinking about the whole thing, the whole process, and everything I had to move, the thing I had to throw away, or, all that thing. I thought about all that, and then all I ended up doing, I just hired a company. I paid them like, I don't remember, 700 euros or whatever the price was. They came to my old house. They removed the TVs from the walls. They just undid the bed. They deconstruct everything that was constructed. They repainted the walls. They removed all the holes from the wall. Everything. They put everything in a lot of boxes. By the end of the night, everything was in a truck. The next day, they came to my new house, and they start rebuilding the beds in the bedroom, re-putting TVs on the walls where I told them to, and just taking all the clothes, re-putting them in the new everything. And yeah, I can now move differently now because the idea of having to move and no is something that it's too much for me. So I can imagine the stress that it means for you to have moved from one place to another and yeah, you just moved as well, Julie. So of course it's I mean, and it's great like when you go to a new place and a bigger place because I think we all at a point we outgrow apartments. It usually takes me 6-7 years to outgrow an apartment. This apartment when I moved in, it seemed so big, and now it seems so small. But yeah, I came here. I moved by myself, and now I have a wife, a kid, a sister-in-law that is usually here. My son when he comes, and yeah, all of a sudden it's like the 100-meter square seems like so small. Now I think I need an extra 50-meter square. A good 150 or 200-meter square would be amazing. It's just that in my neighborhood it's very expensive. So I'm just waiting for the coronavirus to finish doing its job and put the economy on its knees so that the rents could go down, and then I can just move in a bigger place for the same price. You know, I told you, quarantine opportunities. What about your moving, Julie? Did you finish like making everything? Your internet is now working? Everything is fine now? You moved 5 times in 6 years? Damn, that's too much. I can't do that. I like to settle in. I like to settle in the place, create memories. I like, when I leave a place, because I have a lot of energy in the place where I go. I like to once it's time for me to get out of the place and remove all the positive energy and the everything I lived in a place. I like to look at the empty place and say thank you, because I think this is really the place where, yeah, the place where you live is a place where there's a lot of energy in there. So 5 times is too much, yo. That's crazy. That's nomad life. It's even better to just live in a caravan, yo. What the hell? When I moved, the movers took off with my Apple computer and I had to go search for them. Well, listen, there's moving companies and moving companies. That's why you have to also, yeah, if you can, that's why you have to pay the right price for this, because people moving with your computer, nah, that's not working, fam. That's crazy, yo. Damn, people moving with your things, that's crazy. Damn it. Now me, every time I moved, everything was fine. I think the only problem I had the last time I moved was that the people wanted to make me pay extra because it took them more time that they said it would take, and they didn't finish the job, but they wanted me to pay for letting me with my boxes unopened, and because they said it would take them 24 hours, and then it took them more than the time that they said. And so then the big boss of their company came, and when he saw that they didn't finish the job, he was like, okay, we're sorry. Tomorrow we will come back and we'll finish everything and then you'll pay. I was like, okay, I like that. And then that's what happened. I am disappointed about my new place. and I'm worried that I have a lot of things to resolve here. Internet problems, hot water in the bathroom. It's a new cool place, but something is weird. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Listen, you have to make the best of it, and if you feel some strange energy, you have to clean the energy of the place, you know. And I'm sure you're gonna do what you have to do. Thanks a lot, Future Soundbeat. How you doing, bro? Ooh, you know that in 2 days we have a release. Yay! That's gonna be cool. Can't wait to listen to all these remixes. So let me see about this election, if anything changed. Same thing. It didn't change. They're still at the same. All right. Interesting. And it's crazy how everybody really thought that it would be a blue landslide, and it actually was not. So this is, to me, the big take of this whole election, even if now it's a thing when Trump will pretend that the election was stolen from him. You have to imagine how I think a lot of people are disappointed, because they really thought that people would fight for their idea of democracy and stuff, and actually not. You know, in terms of a popular vote, I guess we're talking about just a few million between both candidates. And there's really something to ask yourself if you really thought that, like some people were saying, like democracy's in danger, these guys wants to take democracy, and etc. Do people not show up? Did people not vote, or what happened? But hey, you know, when I went to sleep yesterday, it was a 213 against 213, if I remember well, something like that. And now it's 264 against 214. So I think Georgia and Pennsylvania are gonna determine. I think if Biden has any of those two, it's over. But those seems to be more or less. Yeah, I don't know. 4 points to go. Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. In the first time when I moved, they quit on us because they saw a mouse. So Moto, what do you think about this whole election thing? When do we test the interview feature, you and me? I want to test this thing. Who wants to test with me? Because I have this new feature when I can have somebody like come to my show by just clicking a link. Moto, did you put your makeup? Maybe you could try with me, or anybody here who has some headphones could try with me. That would be cool. Gellas, anybody, Trisha, Julie. And now nobody's gonna reply. I know you guys. But yeah, Moto, tell me what you think about the election what do you think about this whole Gellas? All right. Okay, let's do it like this. It's simple, but you need to have headphones, I think, to not create some echo. I'm gonna give you a link. I'm gonna put a link. Wait. I need to first be in eCam, turn on the interview mode. All right, it's on. Then I need, what did I do? That was not what I was supposed to do, but okay, yeah. So I have to turn on the interview mode, and I'm gonna give you a link, and you just need to click on this link from Chrome or from Safari if you're on your phone, and then if you click on the link, it will ask you if you can use your phone or whatever, and that's it. Let me say something. I've got to check something at the preferences. What? Oh, that's new. Oh no, that's from Google. Okay. And normally I should see you calling in. So go ahead, click the link. Did the link appear? Yeah, it's here. So yeah, just click that, and normally you should be calling me. Recording. Let me check the preferences. Are you putting makeup? Oh, DJ's Gelasi. Alrighty. The guest is in the green room. So now I assign you to guest one. And boom. But I don't hear you.
What's up, bro?
What up, bro? Me, I'm
What's
not
going
hearing
on?
you. But they are hearing you. Wait. Talk?
Oh. Yo, mic test 1 2.
You know what? It's so funny. I'm not hearing you inside of my headphones. I'm hearing you outside of the computer.
Yeah, I hear an echo of some sort. I hear my own voice.
You hear an echo?
There. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like I hear my voice somewhere.
Wait. Let me see something. Maybe in the preferences, I can preferences, audio processor, audio. Let me see. Speakers. Talk now.
Yo, mic check.
I'm hearing you well now.
Okay, and I don't hear the echo anymore. So.
Hey, there we go. I just have to click somewhere. That's cool. So.
Yeah.
Who's winning?
Right now, Biden is still ahead. We'll see. I don't want to say anything right now. You know, I'll wait
He's
until
ahead
the official results.
So he's ahead of like what, 4 points?
Yeah, he needs like on CNN right now it says that he needs like 17 electoral votes. But it depends on where you go. Some networks say 17, some networks say 6 or whatever. So it depends. I don't know.
Isn't he supposed to arrive to 70? Because he's at 64.
So he's at 2. Well, yeah, like I said, like CNN has him at 253 right now. So he needs to get to 270. But some networks have Biden ahead of that. Have 264, like you just said.
Yeah, those guys were like ABC saying 264. CNN is having different results.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yesterday, I didn't even watch the news, man. It's like everybody was commenting saying it's like waiting for STD results. Everybody was on it.
Ah, yeah, it's true that CNN is at 253, so they are more conservative in the thing.
Right.
That's
It's
crazy.
looking like Biden is going to take it once they count all the votes.
Yeah.
But a lot stranger things have happened in the past. So let's be conservative right now and see.
I was
I don't
talking to
know.
Marcy. I was talking to Marcy earlier before starting the live. She was all amped up. She was like, "Ah."
Yeah. Yo, the thing is, and that's, I mean, yeah, president's election is sort of important, but the local elections in the Senate is still going to be controlled by Republicans, as it seems like
Yeah.
now. And the
Well, for
local
now, it's
elections, that's what people also need to get into, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a presidential election.
of course, but people only care about the presidential elections, like always.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
that's crazy. So, do you hear the
Yeah,
music when I talk?
I do.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, this
Is
this
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 your
is a new
bed?
feature on the Ecam.
Yeah, it's a new
Yeah,
feature
yeah.
where you can have, I think you can have up to 4 people, and the screen
Oh snap.
automatically, like, I can add, like, as you see, I don't know. Yeah, you see the whole image, so like you can add
Yeah.
like this,
Oh wow.
or like this,
I'm
or
gonna
another
have
one, and
debates up in here and stuff.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking about doing at a point. Oops, I did something stupid. Yeah, I was thinking about having conversation, and Trump is packing his bags. Lol. Yeah, I was thinking about yeah, doing conversations, debates, inviting like 2 or 3 girls and asking them questions that all the guys want to know about, like, or
Yeah.
or answering them all the questions they need to know about men, because I guess all
Oh
these years
snap.
they don't know the manual. So, you know, are you still on quarantine?
Nah, man. I mean, I went to watch Dave Chappelle live the other day over here in Atlanta, right? I still don't know
Oh,
how I
that
got
must be an
tickets.
that
Yo,
must be the
tickets were sold out
experience.
in 5 minutes, and I was able to get tickets, right? So I went,
Wow.
and Dave Chappelle said something. He's like, "Yo," the first thing he says, he comes on stage, like, "Yo, what's going on with Atlanta? Niggas is just out. Nobody is doing quarantine, man. Everybody is just out like nothing's going on." And it's true. You go out, you go to the mall. I mean, of course, a lot of people wear masks or whatever, but people are going about doing their business.
Yeah, I was talking. I was talking to a friend of mine that is in Atlanta, and she was telling me that
Yeah.
in Atlanta, like, it's like, if
Yo,
yeah, life as
we
usual.
were in complete quarantine for maybe 2 weeks, and then it was slowly been coming back to normal. I mean, barbershops have been open since April, so
Wow.
unlike many other states, you know.
But yeah, I mean, Portugal as well. And when I see the whole Europe, Portugal.
Yeah,
I mean, other than the fact of being sick, you felt like, chilling in my neighborhood in front of the water, going to Vasco da Gama, going to Myriad, going to Sky Bars,
yeah,
shishas, like, restaurants, everything with a terrace is
Yeah, they're
open.
like, y'all wasn't about to take the summer off. I saw that.
That's crazy. But when I see,
Yeah.
when I think about
But aren't things
like
about to change
France,
now or something?
yeah. I think starting tonight, the restaurants can be open, but they have to close at 10, and you cannot
Yeah.
like parties are you cannot do parties and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it's more or less the same. Yeah, it's okie
Yeah,
dokie.
I'll be there beginning of December. Beginning of December, I'll be there, and
Yeah,
then
in
if
Portugal.
things are still okay, yeah, I'll be going to Cape Verde, right after Christmas.
Listen, I was speaking just now with with Beleza,
Yeah.
and we were just saying like what we would give to just after like 8 months stranded in Lisbon, how we would love to just go to Cape Verde for a week, like
Yeah, man.
just
Yeah.
to. I think I'm just gonna go. And I'm thinking about and everybody in the comments, don't just be here listening to us. Put everybody in the comments. Put where. Let's not care about money. Just tell me what is going to be your first destination. Soon as
Sure.
the world is back to the new
Open
normal
again.
or whatever, is open or whatever. What is your first destination? Me, it's either Miami or yeah,
Yeah.
Cape Verde is like 4 hours away, so that might be a place where I just lay low,
Yeah.
find a nice hotel, and just chill.
This time I might actually go to Santanton because every time I go to São Vicente, I never make it to Santanton. But since there's a pandemic going on, I think this is the
Yeah.
perfect time to make it out there and do because the scenery out there is crazy.
So wait a minute,
Mountain.
Saint-Anton, do you go by boat?
Yeah. It's probably like a 45-minute to an hour crossing.
From what I remember, Tosemedo and Looney went there by boat and they pee on themselves because it was like
Rough seas.
they told me that like they came back like completely wet from the sea and from peeing on themselves from being
Oh,
scared.
damn.
So I
Okay, I
don't
need to
know
check the sea conditions.
because yo, me is like, hey, is there an helicopter or something? 'Cause like
Right?
the sea when the sea's angry, I don't know about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Senators must be are really important because if Biden win, but there is more Republican senators, he won't get anything done. Oh, listen,
Yeah.
Trump has been putting people in place for after. People think he's a clown, but he's
Yeah.
ready. He's like,
He put 3 judges in the Supreme Court, yo. Those are judges for life.
yep,
They ain't coming
yep.
out.
So he knows that of course soon as he gets away, people are gonna try to put him in jail and et cetera, and attack him for whatever. But he's gonna have his people to defend him. So hey, good moves.
Yo,
You lucky
I wanted
Dave
to ask
Chappelle.
you a question.
Yeah. Wait, Motomoto is saying he's going to Zanzibar. Ooh.
Oh, yes. I would
CVBC
love to
saying
go there.
Disneyland. Disneyland is a country. Come on, bro. Cape Verde,
There
Bahamas.
you
Ooh.
go.
Yeah, what you wanted to ask me?
So about nuances, right?
Yeah.
So remember back in the day, so we're the same age, right? Remember back in the day
No, I'm
when we
10
used
years
to go to
younger.
the club? We used to go to the club, right?
Uh huh.
And at least in Portugal, it was like this. You know, you ask girls to dance and you get rejected like immediately. When like you go and you have that fear.
Never happened to me.
Okay, you're different. But
No, it's
yo, that shit was
me.
traumatizing, right?
I don't know. Never. No, I really never happened to me because I really didn't ask girls to dance. It was not my thing to ask women to dance,
Yeah,
and most of the time, the people I dance with, I guess, I met them before,
yeah, yeah. That's
and
another thing. You either
it
go
was
with
not a thing to me.
friends.
Was yeah, friends or people that I was already like, we were already like around each other,
Vibing with.
or there was already a vibe or something. I'm really not the type to. I was probably too
To go ask
shy
unknown
to
people.
go and ask somebody, and yeah, maybe there's the fear of rejection that you don't
Yeah,
you you you're not gonna be the guy who's gonna go ask a lady to for a dance, especially if you don't know her. And
yeah,
then by the time I yeah, by the time I got famous, it was a completely different experience, of course, because all of a sudden,
right. Yeah,
yeah, nobody says no anymore. And like when you say no, people look at you funny. When
exactly.
you
And that's
like,
the thing now. You go to
yeah,
festivals and women come and ask you to dance. The first time I went to like a festival, I'm like, wait, what? That's how it goes? I'm like, what? And then people get used to it, and then you say no, and they get all offended. Like, oh, we said no, and this and that. I'm like, yo,
me,
sometimes you
I
can't even get
listen,
off the dance floor.
me like that's the thing. Like because I'm a guy who I don't really I know how to dance zouk, but I'm not really a kizomba guy. It's like I
Right.
make the music, but I'm not a. It's just I never took the time to learn the dance, so I might know like
Hmm.
this one step, but that's all I know. And I prefer dancing zouk because it's something that I really learned growing up, and it just maybe I just didn't take the time. So
Yeah.
usually when people ask me, especially in festivals, because they're all students and they all know a lot of moves, I prefer saying no than being a disappointing dancer. But every
Right.
time I say no, they look at me like, but, and they all say the same thing. They all say, but, but you're Kizomba singer. I'm like, yeah, and but how come you sing the songs that we dance to and you cannot dance? And I always reply to them, oh, so how come you dance to my songs and you don't know how to sing? Do you know how to sing? And
Right.
yeah,
Yo, they
and
feel
of course,
entitled. They feel entitled.
the festivals is something else. It's a different experience. It's the fact that it's social
Yeah, man.
dancing and that there's a lot of people who come to the festivals not just for the dancing part, but that for everything else, like the to socialize and to meet people, and there's a lot of people dancing close to each other, and then with a ton of hotel rooms on top of them.
Yeah, that
It's
formula right there is
I remember
dangerous.
I remember going to the Like Festival in Lisbon, and in that hotel, Capucho, those
Oh,
that one in
Del do
Caparica.
Bosco. So, no, 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 do Bosco. No, yeah, yeah, it's
Yes,
Capuche, something like that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so me, I'm there. Usually I go there. I arrive at like 3 p.m. I stay in the afternoon, then come back home, and then if I have some energy, or usually I come back home, have dinner, and then I go back around midnight, and then I stay until like 3 a.m. and then I go back home, and I might do this maybe two times, take my videos, talk to some people, maybe even do some business because there's a lot of organizers and they see you and they're like, oh, I would love to
Absolutely.
have you in my festival, do some deals and stuff. And But then I go with Eligio one time, and Eligio
I
has
think it's the year that I was there because
Eligio has his place.
I was with you in the afternoon, and
Yeah,
then I was with Elisio after.
and the guy just took a room at the at the thing, and I was like, "Yo, but
Yes,
you have your own place." He was like, "Nah, just." It's like, oh my
and it
god.
was a big ass room too. It's like a suite.
He was a whole apartment. I was like, well, why? Why do you
Yeah.
take? Why don't you just go back to Stuba? He was like, nah, man, I stay near the action so I can just like do my my import export. And that's
Yes, this was
also
like 2017.
yeah. And this is a kind of it's a kind of the unknown thing about the festivals. The unknown, the unsaid truth about the festivals is that a lot of people go there to eat as well. And
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong about it because people
Right.
go to the club to eat as well. But but there's like some people go like travel the world and they're like, yeah, I'm hitting
Yeah,
tonight.
they'll rotate from festival to festival, and you see exactly who they are, and it's like, yo,
Crazy, huh?
it's predators out there.
Predators from both sides out there.
Yes, yes, yes. Important to say that because there's been a lot of talk, especially this summer, about some
Yeah.
stuff in the Kizomba community and abuse, even and stuff like
Okay.
that. So it's been it's been an
It's
interesting times.
yeah. I think it. I guess it's the. It's how it is when you. I mean, listen. You put a bunch of people dancing together and rubbing on each other with hotel rooms. It's, of course, like, you know. Hey,
Hey, like
you
I
know.
always say, they're all adults. As long as it's consensual, hey, it is what it is.
I agree, and I mean, there's a lot of there's been a lot of, I mean, in everything there's scandals, and but it's funny how in the days of today people are very fast to blame one part and victimize another part. When sometimes I'm like, well, if you're an adult or if you're smart, there's some things that you don't say in front of a camera or you don't do in front of a camera and etc. And it's always complicated conversations, but I mean, hey, listen, a lot of things happen when people are all drunk in a club and like I
Yeah.
think if I had a club and my club was in, I remember one time I performed. I don't even remember what city it was and what country it was, but the elevator to the VIP of the
Hmm.
of the venue, the club, went straight to the hotel. So like you do your show. I remember
Yeah.
when we came to do the show. I think we didn't do any rehearsals or balance.
Hmm.
So we went straight to the hotel because we were tired from the flight and etc. And
Yeah.
so when Guylaine knocks on my door, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. So I'm here, dressed, ready to perform, and I have my bag with my extra stuff, my towel, as always. And so the promoter comes and he's like, yeah, oh, let's go. You're gonna love the club. And he goes to the elevator. He goes minus free. So to me, yeah, it's the parking. And then soon as we arrive to minus free, boom, 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 and then straight into the VIP. And I was like, wait a minute. It's like the club is in the hotel. It's like, yeah. The whole thing belongs to the hotel. I was like, yo. And which is amazing is yeah, after performing, you can go before doing the photos and all that. You can just say, okay, I just need 15 minutes. You can go back up, take a shower, and like be fresh, dress, etc.,
Yeah.
and go back down to do all the photos, all the stuff. And of course, you're gonna have strange ideas if you're single. Because yeah,
Of course. Yo, so
like,
I wanted to ask you something, and that you've been in the business forever, right?
yeah,
And in the age that celebrities get caught up in situations that they regret sometimes, or situations that people are trying to trap them. Were you ever
yeah.
in a situation that you felt that somebody was trying to either trap you, or a situation that you felt like, this is not a good idea, let me get out of here, or whatever?
I'm very, very careful, first of all, with
Right.
what I do and with who I do things. I kind of have a radar for psychos, and I have a radar for places that, like, I'm not there's some people, it's easy to find them in places where, like, it's easy to take them anywhere with a bunch of strangers. Me, I really
Right.
have a hard time being in places where I've never been, or going to. If let's say you invite me to a party, or you invite me to your own festival in Miami, and then you tell me, hey, are you tired, or you want to go with me to an after party? We're doing something with a group of friends in the house. I'm gonna trust you because I've known you for 15 years.
Right.
But if it's some people that I don't know, I'm like,
Right.
I'll drop me at the hotel. Like,
Yeah.
and even if it's the promoter, like, one day I remember, I was in Dallas and I'm done performing. I got paid, and the promoter I think it was back the first time. Was it the first time when I went with when I stayed 1 month in Atlanta with
Oh, with the Augustin DJ Fly and stuff.
yeah, with DJ Fly and them. I don't know if it was this time or the time after.
Hmm.
Maybe not. It was not. It was a time I went with Doris, and we arrive in what's the name? In After the show, the guy is like, "Oh, we having a nganda in somebody's house outside of Dallas." Like, and me, I'm like, what you mean? Do you like plantain? Do you like, we're gonna have chicken, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have African food, so you should come, everybody's waiting for you. And me, I was like, well, listen, I did the show, I did the photos with the fans. I guess I'm going to the hotel, and I'm going to sleep, because tomorrow I have a flight and another show. I have to go to Houston, so no thank you. But the guys were like they were trying so hard to have me go, that I said to myself,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not going. Because so it was not a thing where you were scared to get caught off in a bad situation, but to me it was more the impression that those people made other people pay extra to be in a
Okay.
place where they would be with me. And
Right.
I'm like, once you're done performing and you're done doing all the photos, and I think you have, as an artist, you have to protect a certain image and your brand, in
Yes.
terms of those people paid to see you. If afterwards we all go to the same restaurant and we all chill and we all in the same place, it is strange, because it removes from the brand value of the artist. Because what's the point
Right.
of paying to see somebody if I'm going to see him in the Chinese, or I'm going to see him in somebody's house just after? So
Right.
I've always been cautious to 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 go, for example, in clubs where I my music was not heard, when some people knew who I was, but it was not my core public, if I would say. Of course,
Right.
with the time, because Kizomba, Zouk, and Compa became exploded at a point, and they really became in France, I wouldn't say mainstream, but everybody in their house, they
On the
were
cusp
hearing our
of.
songs, even if they were hip hop heads. So even
Yeah.
in those clubs, people knew who I was, but it was not the people who would pay to see me on a show. So they would show respect, but I would, yeah, some from time to time take a photo with somebody, but it was not the same where in those places where I would show up. If I would show up in the places where I perform, I would end up doing
Right.
100 photos instead of chilling. So I've always went to. The good thing was my neighbor and my good friend Audron was a promoter. It was a big promoter in Paris. So I would go to
Yeah.
his clubs where it was more hip hop and house music, where it would
Yeah.
be less about fans and it would just be people who know who I am. And and I know a lot of artists that I remember sometimes I would go to Portugal with Elisio, for example, and we would just go for 2 or 3 days to do some promo, and then he would be like, I'm gonna stay around, I'm gonna stick around. I said, what you mean? And like you know, Elisio, he tells you this at the airport. He's like, I think I'm gonna stick around for a day or two, and then he stays there for a whole month. And
Right.
me, I was always like, yeah, I mean, I understand it's fun and stuff, but there's a kind of discipline that I learned with Guylaine, actually. Guylaine, who, for those who don't know, was my manager for 20 years. What I learned with Guylaine was that she always told me, hey, if you like a girl, you don't go and even with the dancers, she was telling them all the time, hey, when we perform, no rolling around the club and trying to talk to girls or dancing with girls. If you like a girl, or you wanna be with somebody, you wanna talk to somebody, you send the security. You find a place where nobody sees you. You tell the security or the promoter, hey, I want to talk with that person. And even if it's strange because you it's not natural, but it's for the protection of your brand and the brand of the artist you work with. And we had that discipline very early on. So we would not come to perform in with the idea that we're here to get girls or stuff. It was really like when you come to perform, you come to perform. When you go out in a club by yourself and you meet people, yeah, you're not working. But very early I learned to not blend working with personal stuff or having fun. When I'm working, and I mean you've seen me in clubs thousands of times. When I come to work, I arrive on the time, 30 minutes before performance. If there's any money part to be done, it is dealt with, and then I do my performances for an hour. Once I'm done, I stay another 45 minutes to take pictures with everybody, have a glass of juice, and out.
Yeah.
And it's something that once you have this discipline, you end up not really having a lot of you don't have all these problems that I've seen a lot of artists have. I've seen a lot of people like, yeah, they end up like photos where they're sleeping in a bed or with somebody and the person is taking a picture and they're like, look how cute he is, and then you're in a story of somebody and you hear like you know,
Yeah.
or
I mean, I've seen this happen. It was a couple of years ago. It was a festival in Germany. This guy was performing, and then this is the artist performed,
Yeah.
and then he stayed, and he was dancing until like there was like 10 people in the room. This is at the end of the night. And I'm like, yo, that's just a bad look. So even if you, I mean, you may be a person of the people, but you have to protect that mystique, that
And-
brand, as you said,
and you have to be
and create that
careful,
boundary.
and yet you have to be careful not to be too hungry. You have to.
Yeah.
I believe that. I mean, understand that at a point you get so famous that nobody you meet doesn't know who you are. But something I tried to do for a long time before my name exploding and my songs becoming so famous that I was ubiquitous with Zouk Kizomba Kompa, I really made sure that the people how I would date were completely not people that I would meet in my shows, or even before I was like trying to only be with people who didn't know who I was. That was like an obsession of mine, because I was really trying to not end up not knowing if somebody is here for me, or because they know me, or because
The persona.
they wanna have me as a trophy. So of course at a point you can't like, once I after a few years being with my wife, like one day she tells me, oh, when I was 9 years old or 12 or 13 years old, I wanted to go to your show back in Guinea. My father said no. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. but that's when you are, that's when you're famous already. So, there's nothing you can
Well,
do.
there's nothing to do now.
Exactly. You're famous already. And it comes to a point where it's hard to find people in your communities that have an idea that don't know who you are. Me, I'm in a point here. Maybe in the U.S. there's a bunch of people who don't know who I am, but in Europe, in everything that is African, French speaking African, English speaking Africans, Portuguese speaking Africans, Spanish speaking Africans, people who live in Portugal, France, England, whatever, like anybody who's into the Zouk, Kizomba, whatever, and then it's gonna be hard to find somebody who doesn't know you. So it's complicated to, you might always ask yourself if the people you talk to are talking to you because they like you, or because they just met you, or because you are famous. And you really never know. It happened to me once that I was where was I? I think I was somewhere in Africa, and in Windhoek, in
Oh, in
what
Namibia?
country is that? Yeah, I was in Namibia, and I'm just, I'm doing my photo session and whatever, and then there's like this beautiful lady, like, that's here talking to me normal, whatever, and so I do my photos. I talk to her 5 minutes, but I didn't do my photo, and then there was a vibe. I was single, there was a vibe, so hey, we end up getting together, and then at a point I'm like, you never told me your name. And she was like, no, you will never know my name. I was here for something. I was on a mission. That was my goal. That's always been a goal for me for a few years, to have you. I have you now. I can check my little book with your name on it, and peace, bro. And me, I was like, I feel used. I was like,
I'm violated.
it was like, what you mean? Like, can we be friends? Can we talk on Facebook? Can we hey, I'm not this kind of guy. No. I don't want no artist. I just, you were just like, you were a fantasy of mine, and it's done. So, bless. And never told me her name. And so I end up knowing from the promoter who told me who she was, and apparently she's like she's famous out there, and she's some rich kid or whatever. But I really felt like, the thing is, it's not the thing that I felt not only used, but I felt judged. he really felt like because you're a singer, you can only be a bastard. So I don't even want to know. I don't even want to have any sort of hope
Connection to you,
to of
whatever.
connection or whatever, because I know you guys. And me, I was like, no, that's not me. Actually, I would love to know you. I actually hate having a white night stand with somebody and not knowing who the person is, the name, and just talking from time to time. Like, hey, I hope you're
Yeah.
fine. And hey, if you ever come to Europe, let's get together. Let's get to know each other. Let's go to the restaurant. Let's do this the right way. Even if we started by the end, it doesn't mean that we cannot have a breakfast or and hey, who knows? I mean, you never know what things become. But she
Right.
was so adamant about the fact that she just came to cross my name of her list of thing, and she was like, oh, now I can remove your poster from my wall. And I was like, fuck. Oh, felt like a doll. Felt like really, I went on the shower. I was like sitting in the shower like
Contemplating about your life choices.
bro, I remember that for a whole week I was down. I was really like, wait,
Yeah.
like I remember looking for her on Facebook and like trying to find something so we could say, just to say, hey, it was great to meet you.
Right.
And hey, listen, hopefully one day when you come to Paris, holla or something.
Yeah.
Never found the
And
person.
you've never seen her again.
Never seen her again. And I mean, who told me about her? Like, somebody told me about her that her dad was a millionaire or a politician or something, and now she's like,
Yeah.
she's on the head of some hotel chain or something. I don't like. I asked the promoter when he made me come to, because the promoter left that country and then he moved to London. But then the promoter tried to steal us money, so we had to cut him.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, I mean it was too late anyway to try to have any sort of, I mean, not even friendship. Like, it's just a question of like, hey, I'm not an object. I'm not
Right.
not a piece of meat that you sit on me, and then when you're done, you're like, peace.
Yeah.
Remove your
I got what I
posters, like,
need.
and yeah, and especially the way she talked, it really felt like, especially when you live in France, where women are very, even if they want you, they will pretend they don't want you for a certain time. And even if they're dying of it, they will wait and they will do a countdown of 15 days before they give you even a kiss, and they will go to the movies with you, and then they just wait because they don't want to be an easy prey. Then you have somebody who's like, it's interesting because sometimes when you live in a country, you don't understand the mentalities of other continents, and in Africa sometimes the mentalities are completely different, and
The nuances,
like,
right?
yeah, Nuance, like, it was like, I was like, what you mean you had a poster and you can remove a poster? What you mean? No, listen, you were a goal. I was a goal? The fuck you talking about? Yeah. You were a goal. You feel like you really feel used. You really feel used, and good thing this didn't happen to me a lot, but where's the place you had to leave a show due to security?
Shit.
Happened to me too in a lot of places. Like,
I
listen,
specifically remember a show in Holland that you had, and girls were crying, and I know they were about to bust over that thing. I remember this vividly, and I was like,
in Holland,
Holland,
that was like
man.
that was like
This
2000.
was like 06 or 05 it was like 05 or 06 or something like that.
So that must be with DJ Fantastic, probably.
Probably, yeah,
Rotterdam.
probably. Yeah, I think it was somewhere in Rotterdam.
I had
That
so many
yeah, it was a
shows
while back.
where women became dangerous, where like they put one security thinking that it's just some zouk artist, and then
Right.
the women just go nuts, and me because I'm
And then
me,
they call for backup.
I just jump in the crowd and there's no backup, and now security is here trying to get me out of the crowd. Girls are here trying to rape me, and yeah, it's strange. It's very strange to have women crying because because you were in a place. It's something that
Once
I'm
I saw that, I was like, yo, like these people are actually they're really crying and they really like, you know, those images that you see of people crying for Michael and Prince and all
yeah,
of
yeah,
these
yeah,
other artists, the iconic artists and all that, and then you see that um,
yeah.
that relationship that they had with the artists and the music and how
Yeah,
they made them feel at the time. You're like, you're taken aback, like, damn.
it's it's very strange when you see guys crying. When you see guys like crying to one love and like, but crying for real, like tears. Ah, this is my song. This is the song. This is like this is the song of my wedding. This is the song of my first
Right.
girlfriend. This is the song, and then you start realizing your responsibility in the world. Kind of, you start realizing
Hmm.
how things you did are way more than you intended, because you just doing songs and about your own life, your own experience, and then all of a sudden it becomes, and it's crazy
Right.
because when I remember my first show in Providence, it was in Providence, the first show in the US,
2003, Club Therapy.
Club Therapy. And I remember at that first show, what I was singing was so different than now. I was in
Hmm.
the transition between hip hop, R&B, zouk, and singing. And then
Right.
soon as I did Fiona, Music Warrior, and 88 BPM, all of a sudden the shows changed. A-
Hmm.
the, 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 the feeling that was happening in the shows was just completely different. All of a sudden, you had this feeling of yeah, you were singing and people are crying, and I'm not talking about in one country. I'm talking about all around the world. Wherever you go, you have people crying. You have women yelling. People
Right.
and I remember we went to Minneapolis, and it was only people from Eritrea, East Africa. So I was like, okay, they don't know me, but let's go, let's. And the whole show, like, you had women going crazy. Like, I remember there
Yeah.
was one girl specifically, while I was crying, she put, so she was standing and she had one leg like this. She was doing a facial, like spreading like the legs, and one leg was on the wall like this. Like, her, yeah, she had one leg on the wall and she was
She's
standing
doing
and
the
she was
split
just
like standing up.
split. Yeah, split, standing up and looking at me like this. The whole show. I was like, like after the show, I want to leave straight. I'm not getting used again. I'm not getting used.
Like, not tonight, Satan.
We have to respect the artists we date. I couldn't do that even for my publicity. I haven't do that, and it was with famous people. I could easily get paid by media, but I respect people. You got a lot of things to tell me by private message. You have a lot of names. Prepare the list of names. Kaysha in Miami would be a treat. Oh, he doesn't want me. He waited. He waited for Corona. So see, he's not interested in inviting me.
Miami's not done yet. Not done yet.
No pictures. I guess you talk about. Listen, nothing. Kaysha need to come to ATL. I might have to holler at some Haitian promoters I know to get you out there. Listen, it's been a long time since ATL. It's been a long.
Since what? Since you did the CNN thing?
Since ATL was the last time was, yeah, I guess 2006, 7.
Yeah, I know it had to be like a really long time. And that was still with DJ Fly, right? Bob Panther.
Yeah. Actually, the last time I went to ATL, that's the time I got arrested. So.
Oh yes, that you never made it, right?
Yeah. That's the time that they were waiting for me at the border, and they were like, "Are you coming here to sing?" I was like, "Me? No." And then jail.
That traumatizing experience. I remember you telling me about it. I was like, "What?"
It was over. That was like 9 years ago, probably. And actually, I never performed in the U.S. after that. I never performed again in the U.S. because every time I have been in the U.S. or every time I go to the U.S. just for fun, promoters, Haitian promoters in New York or in Miami, they start sending me messages. "Oh, you here? Can you come to our party? We'll pay you whatever, sing a song or two, whatever." And I'm like, work permit. And when I say work permit,
those are the right channels.
That's the thing. It's at a point I decided that I'm not gonna, especially in when you have people like Trump in power. I'm not gonna go in a country. I'm not gonna go in a country to risk getting arrested, spending the night in jail, and then being sent like a vulgar bag back to where I came from. Even if I came business class, I came back business class, but it's still traumatizing to have cops, especially the people in immigration. They talk to you like if you are a drug smuggler in the U.S. And you feel a strange way when these people are here and they talk to you away like, "Yeah, what you want?" You're like, "Hey, listen, I'm no criminal. I came here." And the worst part is I was not even coming for a show. I was going to Atlanta, and there were some proposals. I wanted to sit down with people, and some people told me, "If you come to our party and you just host, we'll pay you back your plane ticket and your hotel." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. What do I have to do?" "Well, you just sit down to the party, you drink something, you come to the mic and you say, 'Hey, what up? This is Kaysha. Hey, hi everybody. We put one of your songs. You don't even need to sing. You just say whatever. Hey, throw your hands up in the air, whatever, and then you make some pictures with the people. Like, it's not a show." And that's what I told them. I told them, "Hey, I'm not performing, whatever." And they say like, "Yeah, but even this for us is considered working." So I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not getting paid. If your flyer is somewhere and people are paying to see you, it's work." So
Right.
Ever since then, I never did a show in the US because every time I say, yep, I'm free those dates, but work permit, this, that, people disappear. They're scared.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how much it costs to create a work permit for a performance in a club. I don't know.
I
If
know
it's
prices went up now, but right before prices went up, um, paperwork and all that's about 2,500 per artist.
2,500. So you would really need to do a whole 5 CD store to make it worth it. But I've been thinking about just getting together with somebody, any promoter, and doing it together. Let's pay
Right.
together and then organize a whole tour. And it's something I've been thinking about for a long time because I guess it's better to just come and say, listen, I have the permit, I have everything, and okay, and you add whatever it costs you. You just divide it into everybody, and they pay you back when you do your shows. But yeah, I
Right.
never heard. I even got a proposal for the US like a month ago.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, yeah, da, 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 da. I say, yeah, work permit. I'm gonna say work permit is like the
Yeah. I
magic
mean,
word.
and it's an opportunity for people to start doing things the right way and not having to worry if the artist is coming into the country or not. That's how they
Exactly.
should really be looking at it.
But in my opinion, not only that, but I was in Canada. I arrived in Canada, and so I went to the embassy, and they asked me, yeah, but why do you want a visa? Because you're French. And I said, yes, but because it's for a show, and I'm going to be performing. Are you performing in a festival? I said, no, I'm performing it's a party, but where is it? I said, oh, it's a place called Théâtre Télus. And they were like, oh, it's a theater? Oh, you don't need a visa. So what you mean I don't need a visa?
Yeah,
No, you
it's a
just
lot
need
easier for Canada.
you just need to have the same thing as the ESTA for Canada. You just need to have that in the Canada version. You register once for 10 years or something like that, or 1 year. I don't remember. You just go to this website. You put your passport number. You will receive a confirmation number, and that's all you need. And then I ask the person, but what do I say when I arrive at the immigration? I said, no, you just say that you're gonna perform. And me, I was like, really? That's strange. So now I go to their website because I told this to Guylaine, and she's like, hey, bro, listen, we have a show. We already have I already have 100% of the cachet. So we're not arriving in Canada and then getting booed off from the border. So you make sure you know what you're talking about. So I'm starting to check on the website, and I'm looking for everything because the first time I went to Canada, I actually had a visa.
Yeah.
But they changed their rules so that if you're an artist and you're not staying, so I saw on the website, if you're an artist and you're not staying more than 2 weeks, and you are performing in theaters, you are performing in certain type of venues that are not bigger than a certain amount of people that can be in, like less than 1,000 or less than 5,000 people, I don't remember. Yeah, you don't need a visa. You just state where you are performing at the border. And me, I was like, nah, this cannot be true. And I arrive in the border, and when I arrive in the border, I was saying to myself, this
Right.
is not good. This is not gonna work. I arrive at the border. The officer comes and says, "Good morning." Da 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 da. Passport. I give my passport. They're like, "Oh, okay, you're French." Da 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 da. Where are you gonna stay? I say, "I'm gonna stay in this hotel." What did you come here to do? I came to do a show. Oh, you a singer? Okay. Where are you performing? I said, Théâtre Télus. And he was like, wow, enjoy Canada, and good luck for the show. I hope there's going to be a lot of people. Break a leg. Boom. Oh! Yo!
It's like, can I go through immigration again? This is the best experience ever.
Listen. You go to the US, It seems like you are trying to steal diamonds,
Yes,
and
yes. Instead of
you
making
go to
that process
Canada,
just like Canada has, no, they it's
and
BS.
listen, it's like, of course, most people are gonna be scared to pay 1,005 on top of your cachet just for you to come, and especially if it's small clubs, African clubs, Caribbean clubs,
Yeah,
people that they don't or they already don't have a budget, and yeah, they sometimes they call you like 3 weeks before, a month before, whatever. But I understand that everybody has to start being professional, but at the same time, if the state is not helping, if the state is not helping, especially you come as an artist, you don't come to stay there. Just
hmm,
have just have people sign something somewhere, and that's it.
right.
And yeah, like I went to Canada like 4 times, and the 4 times, every time I was at the border, I was scared, but yeah, just like that's
Yeah,
crazy. And I remember
good,
even
good to
like
help. Yeah,
the last time I went to perform in Canada, I spent a week in Miami. So I got in Miami normal. Then when I leave for Canada, I went through. The border is directly in Canada. The border from the U.S. is directly inside of Canada. So
right. Yep.
when I come back, when I come back from Canada, so they take me to the border, and the guy asked me like early in the morning, just after the show. He's like, "Oh, so what are you going to do in the U.S.?" I said, "No, I'm just going to chill. I was there. I was just there, and I just came back from Canada. I went to Canada for 2 days, and now I'm going back to Miami for another 2 days, and then I have my flight to go back to Portugal." And he was like, "So what did you do in Canada?" And I was like, "Oh, I went to perform." And the guy was like, "Oh, and you're not performing in the U.S.?" I'm like, "Nah, no, it's too complicated here. So I performed there." And the guy was like, "Yeah, I feel you, man." Just stamped my thing and let me go in. And yeah, listen, Canada immigration is welcoming. That's super true.
Yes, at first they seem kind of intimidating, like the states, but then once you go through the process, it's easy and they let you go.
That has nothing to do. It's a completely different process. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But hey, you were gonna make it happen. I think I'm due for a show in the U.S. I would love to do Boston again. I would
absolutely.
love
I
to do
didn't.
Providence, like
Yes, I didn't know that you weren't here for that long of. I know
forever.
that we had done Seattle in 2012. We
Yeah, that
did
was
Seattle
before.
in like
I think.
September.
Yeah, that was just after. That was my last shows. Those were my last shows. But the problem of those shows is like coming in as a tourist was always a stress, because you never know if you're gonna get in, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a nightmare. But yeah, you know, one day. Let me see. Let me
Yeah,
let
for
me
sure. I
test
know
some.
there's a couple of people. Yeah.
I mean,
We'll talk after.
I see a lot of people still going, and every time
Oh.
I'm like,
And a lot of people that have been denied too.
I know some people they came in the plane to pick them up, like like come on, like it's not like if it's, but that's the U.S. In the U.S., everything is like taken to proportion. Where come on, like guys just came to perform, like
Right. It's not like you're going to perform in a freaking stadium with thousands of people and then you're getting away with
yeah,
not
like
paying taxes like that.
yeah, like sometimes it's like, come on, stop abusing, like let me do
Yeah.
something before I go. Everybody, I mean, one or two people just call in just to check, just to test. I just want to test if it works. Joel or Emmanuel or Tricia I want to see like how many people can come in. But if you don't have headphones, don't call because it's gonna be some echo. But I just want to know if it works. If you're naked, don't come. It's a YouTube show. It's has to be safe for
Right.
kids. You know, we have kids watching while you guys are talking about sex tapes and stuff, or future Soundbeat, or Emmanuel, or Joel, or
Nobody, everybody's being shy.
yeah, they're shy. Like they don't want to test the feature. But let's see, let's see who's gonna click the link. I don't know what time it is for people because it's almost 4 a.m. here. So maybe people are already looking
Oh, right, yeah.
like demons. People remove their wigs. Matt,
They remove their faces.
Matt Music, click the link. How are taxes in Spain? I don't know. I don't live in Spain. Oh wait, CV Beats is joining. The CV Beats joins and then he doesn't talk. Always in his studio. Let me see. Say something. Uh-oh.
Ooh, echo.
Echo, are you using headphones?
Yes.
What is doing the echo then?
Unless he has something else that's open, like a laptop or a desktop.
What is doing this? Ding, ding, ding.
Oh. What's
I know. Is what? Is this an alarm?
Yeah, my clothing's on fire.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm waiting for Joel. Joel is going to put his wig quickly. CVBs, are you sure that you are on your headphones?
Yeah.
Do you hear what we're hearing?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Must have alarm.
It's like, oh, the fire alarm. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, it's the
that's what
fire
sounds
alarm?
like. Wait, the building's on fire. Get out there.
And you hear? We don't want to see you burn live. I mean, we would have millions of views, so. This guy is calling with his alarm in the back. Damn it. What's wrong with you?
CVB, where you at? Like, what
Easy.
state? Are you in Providence or Massachusetts?
My laptop. I hear.
Here's Emmanuel. So wait a minute. Are you calling from bed?
No, not at all.
She's like, no, you got up.
No, I'm in the living room. I'm in the living room.
Look at her. It's 5
Yes.
a.m. and I already removed my face. Good night, Julie. Good shower. Think about us in the shower.
Oh, Jesus.
What? What up, Emmanuel? How are you in Canada?
Ça va, et toi?
I don't speak French.
How you doing?
Ça va et toi, tranquille? So,
Yeah, I'm fine.
So Gelas, you have to put your nah, bro. What's wrong with your alarm in there? Why it's not?
I think Origin is still going.
Wait a minute. Let me put his sound. It stopped. Did it stop?
Yes. You don't hear it as much. You lowered the volume, right? So it's not.
This thing
You
is
got 5
cool.
people now.
Now we got Joel.
Yes.
Did you go and put some makeup?
No, 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 not at all. I was watching from the living room, and then I have to come back in my office studio.
So wait, I can have one, two, three, four, five. Can I add one more? Or
I
it
This
think
is
is
the
so.
this is the
maximum. Do you
max?
even know?
No, no, let's
Oh,
try.
that's the
Let's try.
max.
I'm gonna try to add myself from the phone. See what
Now you're
happens.
gonna create some damn echoes.
Now I'm muted. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute the other one. Let's see. So Gelas,
Oh yeah.
you have to put your phone as Tatiana is saying you're beautiful, Emmanuel.
Oh,
Oh, merci. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Now you're good, Gelas. No, I think it's the
landscape,
maximum.
right? Yeah.
It's a
I think
maximum.
four guests
No,
is the maximum. Oh, Joel
it's
is
connected.
joining. That's strange. Oh, you have a maximum number of guests. You have to disconnect one to add this one. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
okay,
the
no
max.
problem. Okay, yeah, no problem.
So what were you doing, Emmanuel? This is how you listen to us. You are here like.
Okay, you can say. And I was playing Candy Crush. Well, I'm listening to you.
So you're not even like looking. You are just listening, like a
No,
podcast.
I am looking and listening. I'm doing everything. I'm telling you.
Looking,
And
listening, and playing Candy Crush.
Exactly.
Talk about multitasking.
Yeah.
Multitasking, and at the same time sending strange messages to CV Beats.
He's my friend.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Don't think I'm not watching the comments when you guys are talking. I'm multitasking
Come
as well.
on.
I'm watching your drip stuff and your porn conversation with the Shada gang. Don't worry.
Oh, come on. Don't blast me like this. Come on.
No, I'm just not blasting you. It's public conversation. You want me to display it? Wait, where was it?
No. That's okay. That's okay. No, please. Please don't. Please don't. Oh my gosh. Please don't. Please don't.
Okay.
Yeah, just
okay.
do what I said, the corruption voice. I will be happy if you could do that again.
The corruption voice.
Just do that. Yes, just do that right now.
I'm shy.
That's what I thought.
I'm shy, but wait. I need to take the microphone to me. Like,
Welcome to the
don't be a
quiet
naughty
storm.
girl. Don't be a naughty girl.
Oh, come on.
These kids are innocent.
You sure?
You have to be careful.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
I will.
Lol.
Yo, you're making me so nervous right now.
I have this effect on people.
Oh, jeez.
But
Do you know
know
how to-
why?
Try, but I can't.
Do you know how I recorded? Do you know how I recorded the song "Telephone"? So you remember my song "Telephone" from '98? Back then we had no
Yeah.
effects and stuff, but we had an interphone. We had an interphone for when people would call to try to get in the studio, and so we took that. We took one part.
Damn.
We put it in front of the microphone, and we put the other one, and I was like, if I could freak you right now, I'd make the ass go blah, etc., etc. And then, yeah, that was my first hit. Look at Emmanuel every time I talk with the voice, how she's like
She's like,
squeezing something. Woman, calm down.
Oh my god. I'm trying.
Oh my
I'm trying.
God. Look at her in the middle of all these males, not handling
love it.
herself.
Oh, jeez, man. What do you want me to tell you?
Come on, all these guys are married except CV Beats, who's
Oh, really?
Who's married to his alarm.
That's up.
That's what's up. So all of you are in. Wait. You in Georgia? CV Beats. You in Boston?
Pawtucket.
Where?
Okay. Okay.
Pawtucket. And you both are in
Rhode
Canada.
Island, yeah.
Emmanuel, you
but
in
different
Montreal?
provinces.
And Joel, you are in the Niagara Falls. or something like-
Niagara Falls. Yes.
I never knew how to pronounce Niagara. Niagara.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls.
Kaysha, now it's outfit like a black version of Pitbull. You ready for Miami or Cuba? Listen, actually, I was talking to somebody about what I would do soon as I can travel freely and there's a vaccine that works and I can just and travel around for a week. I think I would go to Cuba. You know,
Yo,
Okay.
Cuba's off the chain, man.
never been there.
Off the chain.
Never been to Cuba. I think I would just
Yeah, I
go
was there
there.
for
and
2 days. I need to go back at some
I
point.
would just go and speak Spanish. Hola,
Get
¿qué
your
tal?
Spanish going.
Like train my Spanish. Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Mr. Shada.
Yo, your
Yes,
earlier
but-
albums used to have a lot of
Spanish.
words that you would put in Spanish.
Yeah, when I rap, I like to go between English and Spanish when I rap.
Yeah.
I should do this when I
Worldwide
sing.
Chico.
Yeah, I was full of Spanish rhymes and Montevideo radio, etc. And then I started singing and became romantic. I lost myself. I lost my sexy self. What are you trying to do with your angles, Emmanuel? I'm not understanding exactly what are you trying to explain
I'm
to
on my
us.
phone. I'm on my phone.
Yeah. But what are you trying to do with
Speaking
the
of phones,
angles?
you ready for the
Because
12
my
Pro
phone,
Max?
the camera's in the corner, so I'm trying.
Cameras in the corner. Look at us, all of us, being. You see us how the stature.
Yes, like
Huh?
you guys are not moving. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could move.
You guys are
Muna's music arrived after 3 hours. Like, good morning, Shada gang. What up, Muna's music? What's going on, Mozambique? That is crazy. So who's in quarantine already? In here?
Are we not?
Nobody?
We not?
Are you in quarantine in Canada?
I mean,
a little
because in Canada it's by province. So Quebec, they
Oh.
have their own rules, and I'm in
Okay.
the province of Ontario. So it's slightly different. They kind of shut down some places, but people are still out. You do your thing as long as you wear your mask and keep the distance between yourself and other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
In France, it's over. They're spending
Yeah.
Christmas quarantine. You can be sure. And now you have anti-quarantine protests, and all of them are not wearing any masks, and they're all there yelling, "My freedom! Nous, vous ne vous volerez pas notre liberté! Macron, salaud! Cochon gâté, pédé, con!" I was like, yo, niggas, yo, at least wear a mask. At least wear a mask.
Yeah.
The
And,
French
yeah.
missed striking, man. They missed the
Yeah,
strike.
like, and I'm like, guys, like, meet you at the hospital because the way you guys are are going about this thing, it really feels like you guys are going straight to the hospital. Some of you, but in Portugal, I think they are taking us to quarantine, but slowly.
Okay.
They are like, for now, you cannot leave your conselho, but I'm not sure what a conselho means. So I guess if you're in Lisbon, you cannot
County.
leave Lisbon. It's like
Yeah.
like in a like in Spain. So if you're in Lisbon, you cannot leave Lisbon. So for example, I cannot go to Buddy's house, but I can move around in my neighborhood and in the city, but not. I cannot go to Stubal, Montijo, whatever. I cannot cross the bridge.
Yeah, you
But
can't
hey, I mean,
you can't move
it's
outside
okay.
of the county.
Yeah. And I guess they seeing, depending how the cases go up. I think the fact that it's getting cold is making Europe cases go off the roof. But in Portugal, we good. We good compared to everybody. We have like 10% of. I mean, hello Shada Nation. Yeah, we went from gang to nation. I like that. I like
Wow.
that, brother. I like that. That's way to go. I'm gonna do some caps. I'm gonna do a cap like this that instead of saying king, it says Club Shada or Shada Nation. I like this. I like this idea. I'm stealing the idea. I'm not giving you any royalties. Just so you know.
Just live over here, just raw.
You have to go and say que bola chico when you go there. For music and culture, Cuba is cool, but it's too behind and poor. Yeah, I would love to go and record with some Cuban artists. I would love to do that. I was there last year in October.
Wow.
I'm from Buffalo, New York, so you're close to me, Joel. I
Yeah.
was there last week. They wouldn't let me cross the border.
No. You stay where you are.
Exactly. Look at these people. Look
You
at these Americans.
You stay where you are. Please.
They want to come with their
Trying to
virus.
escape the elections.
Damn.
Not just the election, but you guys have a way to handle the COVID thing. So you rather stay home, and we'll see you when things get better.
You see, Matt, you are not invited. The UK is closed for a month. Wow. Damn. That's crazy. Imagine. Closed for a month. That's crazy, huh?
Wow.
And what about Canada? What about Montreal? Are you close? You are in quarantine? And are you like how long are you in quarantine for?
We were in Crown Town for 28 days. The only thing that was closed, it was the restaurant, the bars. They closed it like after 10. The restaurant,
Okay.
they had to deliver their food to us. So we had to stay home. We can't go out. We can't even go see our friends. We have to stay home to where we are. So that's what we have to do.
So do you have your sandwich at home?
Sure.
Can we see the sandwich? Where is he? Or where is she?
He's in bed right now. He's in bed right now.
What's his name?
Carlo.
Carlo, come out and play. So you're good. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. Think about the people
Yes.
who are alone, quarantined, with nothing to eat, no sandwich, no feijão, no rice.
No love either.
Can you imagine?
For them.
For them.
Jeez.
I mean,
For them.
I wouldn't care having a whole 4 months by myself. I wouldn't care. Like I've been like single for years, and back then if we were in this situation, I would chill as long as I have the internet and I can be there, chill, talk with people online, whatever. I'm good. but it's nice to be with people, to be with your kids and family and wife. It's true that you can have social interactions at least from home, but then the house to have to be big enough, because if you are like in the same space all the time, breathing the same air, like you don't know the amount of divorces that they had in France. People realize they hate their wives because they used to, bro, listen, people used to, he said they didn't even want me in New York. Listen, people were used to being in their house, like in the morning and at night. The rest of the day they don't see their kids because the kids are at in school, and the husband is at work. You at work as well, and then you meet each other, at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. for dinner. You talk a little bit, you watch TV together, watch a movie. If it's the weekend, the rest of the weekdays you sleep early. Wednesday, can I have my little? Well, it's Wednesday, not today, whatever, or tomorrow, whatever. They have the routine, and all of a sudden, for 4 months, you have to stay with your kids and your wife every day in the same place, and then you realize that she's a witch.
So how come you didn't see
While
the
going
first
back to
place?
school with the kids.
No, listen. If listen, you wouldn't even know that your kids are little demons if they're in school all the time. You have them in the weekend. You go to the park with them to play football for 2 days. You don't realize. See what I mean? You're like, but if they are like with you 24/7 for 4 months, that's sometimes this is when you realize who you with. Because somebody who's inventing something once a week or once a month or something, whatever, it's not the same thing as being with somebody every day, and every day the person has a problem, or they're not handling the whole situation or whatever, and all of a sudden, like, listen, I got some people. Why are you getting emotional? You thinking about
I don't know. I'm just started crying.
what you mean?
Oh my God, I knew that was going to happen.
It's all these males. All these males.
Must be.
With Carlo in the other room. What a shame.
Exactly.
You have everything. You have chocolate, Congo chocolate, Cap Virgin.
Oh no, he's a
cream. You have like everything you need.
jeez. Yes.
Just cry. and then listen, I was talking to a guy today, and I could feel in the conversation, the way he was talking, that he was about to kill his wife. Real, like, he was at the, like, they need to let him out of quarantine, because he was realizing that, it's too much. Like, this is is it Candy Crush that is making you cry? It's okay to lose,
Oh my God.
I guess.
I'm thinking I'm gonna say something stupid. I lost you. That's what I'm trying to say. I lost you.
Lost.
Just
She
laugh.
lost.
Yes, I lost you.
I don't know who you're talking
lost
to.
the game, yeah.
CV Beats, that's a message
I
for
lost
you.
the game. Maybe.
It's not for me.
Oh my God, I'm just joking. Yes. Oh my God.
It's okay. Let it out. Peace out, Gilberto. The Department of Health tried to make me quarantine because I'm from the red zone ATL. Wow. Damn. Look at the smile on the boys. Yeah, we'd love to see a woman cry from far. Listen, this is power right here. This is power, yo. This is like
Oh my god.
she's actually reacting to what I say like
Yes, I
10
am.
minutes before when I did the voice. That's a reaction.
Right. It's that
Came from down
delayed
there,
reaction.
went up, and then all of a sudden, it's like when you're making love to a girl and she start crying and you don't know what to do. You don't know if you have to stop. You don't know if you have to keep on. You hope she's not gonna say I love you because you're gonna have to reply thank you.
Thank you.
Those were the days. I love you. Thank you.
You're not gonna say it back? No.
No.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Kaysha,
This is getting yeah. Yeah.
Talking about the topic earlier, you were saying people don't like to connect. You know, I mean, they're so rude when on a
Yeah.
social network. And I'll tell you, just one thing I've also noticed is because they use the screen as a shield to hide themselves.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ask them, you want to insult me? Come on my live. Show your face. Do it live.
The keyboard warrior.
Listen, I don't know if I would. Some people, I know some people, even when you agree with them on something, it has to be a debate. When you are saying the same thing, they need to say yes, but. And, some people, you don't even want to have the conversation because then you're going to look to the sky all the time, like, really? Like, I mean,
You don't want to give them the platform.
yeah.
No, not those
it,
ones.
It depends who. I got some people that I wouldn't mind having conversation because that I know that we can disagree on stuff. But like for example, my best friend. I mean, we agree on a lot of stuff, but we can have debates about women and men issues and having different point of view because we are from the different sex. But some people who are like ultra feminist and stuff and like they don't joke about nothing, about whatever. like Trisha, for example. You. No, I'm sure she would behave. But you know what I would love to do? You see, like me and instead of I was about to say 4 guys, sorry, Emmanuel. So, instead of 3 guys and 1 girl, I would love to do me with 4 girls. And we go in the subjects. We go in we go deep in the conversation and like all the guys with me in the comments against all the girls about, I don't know, take a subject about, I don't know. Like for example,
what would you like to talk about?
No, not now. It's 4 a.m. I'm about to go sleep. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to somebody who cries for nothing. Hell no. But for example, you remember your show that your wife did about is it normal that the infidelity of men is forgiven, more acceptable than the one of women? Yeah, I would have loved to be in that type of debate, but with maybe 2 guys, 2 girls, or maybe 1 guy, only girls. That would be fun. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna have crying girl. I'm gonna have Julie. I'm gonna have Rosa. I'm gonna have Therese. And we're just gonna
Why not? I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good idea because then
he's dancing to the music. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I don't know. All of you guys, do you see the chat as well?
I mean, I have 2
When
screens.
you posted, yes. when you post the chat, when you highlight it, yes. But
Mm-hmm.
if not,
Are
I
you on
have
the
to go
phone?
to my laptop. Yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
the
it's
phone.
because you're on the phone. Yeah. See, Joel, you have a whole setup. Like,
Yeah. So I can read from
Oh
there
my god, my
before you post them.
oh, nice. You can see what I select and what I don't.
Mhm.
Thanks a lot, Matt Music. You are
Can I
watching.
go
We are
get my
watching.
charger? I'm coming right back.
We're gonna go anyway. So don't worry. I mean, she left.
No, I didn't.
Uh oh. We're gonna see Carlo. I told you we would see Carlo.
Sleeping. C'est
Ah,
incroyable. T'as des jokes, toi, aujourd'hui. C'est incroyable.
j'aime l'accent canadien. Tabernacle Carlis.
Et si Christ.
Aïe, 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 aïe.
Yes.
Well, listen, guys. Tomorrow I'm taking my daughter to bed to school. Yes, she's running away
Well,
from us.
good luck with that. Oh wait, for the first
Listen,
time?
it's in 4 hours. It's in 4 hours. It's you just
How's
go.
she
You
doing in
take.
school?
She's doing great. I mean,
Okay.
at this age, she doesn't have nothing.
She's in
to do.
kindergarten, right?
Yeah. She's 3 years old, so it's just expensive for nothing. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So you guys pay for school?
Yeah, it's a for babies. Yeah, it's then after that I'm not sure. I think it depends if you go to public school or if you go to private.
Private. Okay.
But we are private school children, so I guess I'm gonna perpetrate the family habits. You know how we do. Anyway, guys, we're gonna do this more often. I'm gonna have special club shadows where I got my guest panels and I choose a subject, and instead of talking by myself, sometimes we're gonna all talk together because I see that everybody in the comments seems to like it. If everybody love seeing the emotional roller coaster that is Emmanuel, put some hearts in the comments. You know I'm gonna laugh about you every day now.
Yeah, I know.
This quarantine is playing with people. I'm telling you.
And Kaysha, by the way, don't forget,
Yeah.
for the ecam, you have
Yeah.
the overlays, which
Yeah.
allows you to move the people around as it pleases you.
Yeah, no. I've tried this.
Okay. Okay.
Well, let me try something. Wait. Let's say I'm in Chrome, right? And I'm watching this. I could,
Right.
for example, don't move. I could, for example, make this round.
Right.
No, this is my. Oh, wait a minute. I have to unlock this. So I could take. Oh no, it's not working. Wait, is it an overlay or not? Yeah. So
Overlay,
wait,
yes.
wait. I could do this. Put myself here, for example.
Yeah.
Then I add another one. And I put it as Emmanuel, for example. I
Right.
make it round. What were you doing,
Right.
you?
Ooh, no.
So good.
Your ecam is exactly like YouTube. We could chat on it, right?
Not
No,
really.
not yet.
It's
No,
more a
no.
program. I mean, soon they will have chatting. So
Yeah.
they wait. So I can put Gelas here. Now Joel as a round.
Yeah.
Boom. Put you here, for example.
Mhm.
Put me here. Then I could add another one with Gelas and put it around as well. And boom. And then you can do like if you want to do a game, for example, or if you want to watch a movie together, or if you want to, don't know.
Yeah, like a reaction to a video or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You can do reaction, like we all watching something together. Like for example,
Right.
let's say we want to watch election results live. Biden projected to win Wisconsin. So wait, let's say I wanna do this. No, not the live presidential race. Da 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 da. That's not the place I wanted to. Oh, did he lose one? Oh no, that's the CNN one. Okay. No, there was one that I was watching on YouTube. Wait, videos. That's the one.
To get that recount done, so we can move on with our one.
We're just getting closer.
94%. Ooh, but there was another one that I was watching earlier. That's not this one. Let's see. The live map. That must be this one. They keep showing people who are. They keep showing people who are counting things. I don't care. I just want to see the map.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's cool. We can be like, we can be analysts.
Right.
Right.
We can do
So-
like a live analysis on.
KNN, Kaysha News Network. Welcome
Yeah,
to
you know,
KNN.
I got a WhatsApp group, and one of the guys shared with us, like, a message from some prophet in Congo predicting
God.
that Trump will win. I'm like, okay,
All right.
yeah.
Way to
So
go.
let's see. Let's see.
All right, let's see. We like your classic photos from Congo days, Joel. Yeah, we need more. Actually, my mom
more.
sent me one today. My mom
yeah?
sent me a photo. Yeah, let me go to WhatsApp. Let me download it from WhatsApp. Wait, my WhatsApp is connecting. Oh, now my WhatsApp decided not to work, of course.
Really?
Keep your phone connected. No, it's okay, it's okay. Where is this photo? There it is. She sent me a photo. That's me, my mom, and her little brother, Sukeza.
Okay.
You remember Sukeza?
Yes.
So look at this photo. Wait, desktop. Where's the photo? Downloads. Boom.
Yes.
Wow.
Do I look like my daughter?
Yes, you do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, the resemblance is shocking.
Listen, when people tell me, no, she looks like her mom, like,
Yeah.
you guys don't know. You guys have no clue what you're talking about. It's a clone, straight from the clone factory. Straight up from the clone factory. Look at this. Pure clonage. Same nose, same smile, same deep eyes,
Yes.
same beauty,
Yes.
Yeah.
same schtroumpfum, same vavavoom. Actually,
Yeah.
we just look like my mom. Actually, it's like my mom DNA straight. But at the same time, I look like my dad. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, royal blood. Listen, on these words from our sponsor, Sushi Raw, I'm gonna leave you guys with some good music. As always, damn, I cannot mute everybody at the same time. Well, I'll put the music. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Let me play you before we go, or while we going, the new single that is already another hit. Been making so many hits lately. I'm even like, I don't even remember what I released 2 weeks ago. Our prophet
Full
in
party.
Congo. Of course, pool party.
You see, 2 weeks ago, I thought there's another one.
Listen,
See,
the Congolese. What is that? Wow.
You got it.
Oh my God. This is my little brother's birthday, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I have to show this one now. So Joel sent me another one. Oh my God. When is this? This is from.
Oh,
This is like.
I mean, it was probably like fourth, fifth birthday.
It seems like, yeah. It seems
Yeah.
like fourth,
Yeah. Like
third or
fourth. Yeah.
fourth birthday. Yeah.
Exact.
Let me see. Let me put it there.
Hmm.
Let me go back to my. Yeah. Somebody's missing. I
Me.
forgot one.
Oh, you forgot.
the whole
But,
the
yeah.
whole time.
Sorry.
Because he didn't put a title. That's strange. There you go.
Yeah.
There
There you
you
go.
go. Let me put you with your girlfriend. Perfect. All right. So this is my little
empty
brother
freaky.
and my mom. Wow.
Yeah.
With the birthday cake. I don't know where it put you, bro. Yeah, here
Yo,
you go.
Right
those.
there.
I'm surprised it's not a Coke bottle, but every single birthday party had the Coke bottle right front and center.
Now us at least Joel, is it you here?
Yeah, it's me.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
So that's my uncle, my mom's little brother, Sukeza, looking sleepy, and I'm probably here somewhere.
Yes, you were probably around. I mean, I need to dig. I don't know if I can find the other old pictures. I must have them somewhere.
Yeah, me too. I have some of them, but I got pictures with me with dreadlocks, skinny as F, like
Mhm.
skinny. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a reacting to old photos part 2, and everybody
Okay.
will send their old photos, and we will react to all the old photos. I'm gonna send this to my mom.
Yeah.
She's gonna laugh. Look at
I
Matt
actually
Music
was.
asking question. What?
I mean, actually, I think it was coming from Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, she put it. I mean, a while ago.
Nice. What advice
Yeah.
do you have about publishing or being a publisher? I see a lot of opportunities in Africa and Latin America to help artists. Well, bro, it's 4 a.m., so ask me again Sunday. It's been a pleasure to have you guys.
Mhm.
It's been a pleasure to see all your
Yes.
emotions. Emmanuel, We are forever grateful. Gelas, it was great to test the interview feature of all of you. No echo, no things. So nice. What is she doing?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All the
It's
Club
hot, huh?
Shada people out there.
Yeah. Everybody from Club Shada, peace out and see you Sunday, same time, same place, Kaysha.tv. Before you go or just after this live ends, everybody go to my latest video and just leave a comment and a like. That would help. Please. Thank you. See you soon. Sunday.
See you.